or an attempt to revive the old USSR empire. Welcome viewers here in Ghana and around the world. I am Kweku Anan, and this is the Seed Show. We're live tonight on the Superhighway, Natu TVGH, Hawk TVGH plus Sources Radio. I'm on Sen FM tonight, all broadcasting in the UK. Another Radio is broadcasting from the United States, Kano Radio in Amsterdam. And of course, Osimpam 95.5 FM is also broadcasting from Winneba, and NAP Radio 90.1 FM from Asinfosu, all in the central region tonight. Let's get started with Shami Mwajo. The Saime Mao Akwaba. And then, the 8th day of, it's 9th day of February, March 2022, the year of our Lord. Yenoba Bedim Komo, special edition tonight. Emusu Ebede, Emusu Airship. And some are Daponosuno, and yet and some Ketwa. As somewhere Daponoswana, Medin Kai Bohu. Sometime last week I gave a prelude, say yes, the Bebo Modiania Kosa in same way, they actually said the same way is a pompomba. But before then, I believe, say, quite a number of you are more share international wires, gauging the mood, what is happening in the global world as the international wires. And so a pick defeat, normal my defeat, near shred the economy. Now to me say Nioma ACC we are CCC the Russian Federation is one of the superpowers of the world. One ma kwa kotwashe Korea, your friend Ukraine and Russia border lines. Make say Joseph. One mo ubia eshano Nioma. Now, for some reasons, yakasi eko abakwa semwa, let's just say ewa payi. Then you're going to hear him. Me a short do na munim. But before program to be taking the apex, you be more sa abakwa sem. Ekuo kesia one more we are say American down from NATO. NATO, the North Atlantic Organization Treaty announced then. Etu anamo ye say. Womo ebeshema Russia enko tonche Ukraine so. Well. And come away, Corso, and Nina Kusi said, dear Diacosu and Petri said, you bought Olympics in Ria or China and a Russia for mom, so straight, Kotashe, Ukraine for so America say, the Russian invasion in Ukraine, are one of a global topic, a global issue, and yet as a ketwa. Now, Enono and Nancheno, I feel shed the way up. Russia and Ukraine into quite affected the global world, more especially in terms of the global market. Na and also just say, Ushasha and Jew. Nano yes, be simple say, now when you know when you're Montoka no Mukun, by yen so ye war Africa memohano, yen ponon sono, ye chafa be ben just say, a fire one, and to quay a bit to me akeka babe kind of coin be so. Sa amekanya e ho sunsun so a e de beba no e ye de benya ebusua ha na ne yigina wo na obi kan asem o se na nche Russia for ni Ukraine ko dia Ghana for den je ye mbeka den na sa na e ho sunsun so e de bepre no e chidi enim wo wiase enu ntino wo se e brano de ye kan se e wiase abeye kuma global world and it's a global world that obi ewo Iceland next wo ye ni nyoma office Iceland no udi agra wo so ko became obi and very explosive issue on the table ye ba behwe mu the air coso the ye ma Russia for ekoto share Ukraine for so and the Ukraine for tiem wo share the air kwa wo share international wires no pretty fascinating, pretty disturbing. We share Ukraine for ya. One way to talk yem, one way to read him, one way to mipum, a sirem, a read him, obia, just a woman who be in fact, one way Joe Mukunum, one way Joe Maho, just a chrono, and then a ghost town. And a Russia for is a share. Yes, we have a shelly cree, severe casualties are enya as some ketwa. Yeka say, as at today, Nipa. Every Ukraine man hono ekekako 2 million people and still counting. Enyasem kitwa Russia for so etumi abɔ ewura kuro no mu a enya Ukraine cities ni bebree now under their control. This is pretty disturbing. Baby, Russia for them to koi enenam ukono. Making can be achiramo. Russia for crown threaten nuclear war. Naturally say ye ka say possibility also say Ukraine no womu. It is also beginning to look as if say Russia for are not targeting just only Ukraine, but they are targeting a global war. And now say you. Now considering say Russia for targeting a nuclear war. Amayama who we are seeing bebre and so a nuclear nations. America a nuclear nation. Russia a nuclear. Britain a nuclear. China a nuclear. North Korea a nuclear. Including Canada, including Germany women. So, se kobane says see sa pri ya at the world stage ebe nya access to it nuclear attacks. Imagine say here the beko. That is that the world is gradually, we have no anywhere to go except to accept and embrace a nuclear meltdown. Make us say ekobase yankopon ebesi kwan. But a ban say no almost kwa Russia tobacco pew. Na America tobacco, North Korea. Sa brantie no ohwe na ni nua pani bi so wo parliament no. Wono tobacco a nti nkrobe ennan eso mo to nuclear warheads at wiemu a in a matter of 1 to 2 hours the whole global airspace would be guarded. Our nuclear airspace would gather an accumulus clouds. The airspace will be poised with a heavy poisonous gas. Just a nuclear weapon. And from a bonia ebe piti wiase atmosphere ni now so be dark. Darkness in free war in the next couple of days or weeks. It's going to take us pretty years, if not more than 30 years, to have the airspace all cleared. Meaning, say, aeroplane into biome. Enipa entimi nyem frama papa bia biome. Enoma entimi enfly biome. Aircraft enti just say or how kesiye ene de bebe wiase so. Meaning, say, the world economy will be grind to a halt. Irianom, asam nanya asam ketwa sa o. Enu nti na mpanimfo ka o masem bi se wokɔ na wokɔto beenu se ntokwa esi hɔ a enko ka se asem be na ba yo bi se o mo se na ano no eba ne sen na ano no nti ene Russia for to shake Ukraine so somewhere in the year 2016 was it 2016-14 I'll check it. Russia for to shake Crimea so and omotam Crimea. Now, Obi Kasa, well, is it all about say Russia is going back? Is this like an experimental thing as Russia in want of the USSR empire back? And I said, yeah, ANSMP. It be same way. Ye papa asem kese da ho emayo. We na ye hwani na nso no. E Christopher amwo me masema de bia me ka kire mo say enema we na nso no broni ni mo oye smart o or the be share Bible no. But when we say all this issue panning on the global news networks, a Christopher be nim the echo, and ye nim baby, Jinan ye nim the ACO. But the order share Bible, when him said this day will come. And our refi, onse mo refi. And a sebe, ya so phone bebre, so ye be catch say, a bria ye woman, a na bonnet. Nano Wednesday, na me can't say mitramo, a na bonnet. Etimuma yenhwe ye a Christopher embrace yourselves. Muna moye the first point of call to know say a brave woman ehu ye pa. Uko blame President Akufo-Addo a enye ye Wednesday me ka kire mo. He is not the cause of the rise of fuel. Enye Akufo-Addo no ma fuel ekosro. It's a global order. Asem na da ho no ebro Ghana so. And na se mo say currency dimrika say yawo. Na wo be hu sa ikrokito we ye Ukraine. Russia for Unima Ukraine, Ayama Wiase. Do you know a new man Ukraine for exported the global world? A bit extra so. Mika say in the shortest possible time, the whole world, your best short is man. I'm telling you this. And now call London, fewer prices because SMP. Now, always there, what kind of revelation or catch or say, and so shall that a spirit will rise out of the sea, and this spirit will possess the 7 horns, right? And each of the horn has a power. Christopher Rev said, "Sa horns we are talking about the 7 most industrialized nation in Kron Mako and Song. We are said that. We are said that. Great, welcome back. Sorry for a small hitch, and it's been sorted out. Now, it's making Christopher ne bebre nim say, sa asem na ye kan revelation no abade da o. Enti de bi asema me kan say, Bible na broni ni trauma no, I have said and I maintain and I've challenged anybody. Me say the Bible is a code. Don't get it twisted. It's a code. Yeah, a code. Bibia ACBA wiase bia no or mo de be share Bible no. Even a crow Russia na esi won crow Russia no e Bible no. And the meaning of Russia eno so ho. Yes. You don't know. E ho. The 7 horns na okan revelation no. Enye ayi events ohoni bia wo be pie free nsuo no mu o na niti enson na oye dedo. No. It symbolizes something. The 7 horns of the beast, meaning the 7 most industrialized nation. America ne di kan na France aba, Italy ka ho, Germany ka ho, Japan, they are the 7 industrialized nation, signifying power and authority. Sa enkro enson we ene womo say womo manufacture bibia wo wiase a the world will grind to a halt. Last Wednesday, na me kan some chiremo. Say nye bibi na nye bibi e wiase ya eni o. We are saying 7.1. What they take it says here you are hitting about 7.5. And so yet when we say ahoto ni wiase. When we say ahoto any ho. Each day bia that passes on, the world get tougher. Ahochire or how atete abenedie ni apinisie and any wiase ko. Ana weni ma mo ho so ye. Hey, what there? You go so, and then you pantia papa, but I see a year jumano. Share, look, my main country now say the world isn't going to get better as anybody anticipates. To say fuel a back off more. No. Don't blame the government. Upa, President Akufo-Addo Nyane say, I don't think Akufo-Addo will try this. In John Fema Obi. No man 4 months pepe na mo hwade ebisi enti ubi a we potential president bi a wo se yento so abana membe dada Ghana for me can say be say no don't try this because ubeba wan hwe ni a uni 1 year ube your true for before Ghanaians enya wa. It is because of the pillars, those in charge of these pillars of this world. Yes, it goes beyond us. It goes beyond all of us. And then look at the market forces, the fuel, the gas. It's just a beer grinding to a halt. Yanko baby out, BBNCO, and to quote apart from say Ukraine and Russia, but there is a here be a reasi gidi. Yes. Or now be who say, or Nina be or say, sir, and nano eba. Or say, when this day comes, you know, said the day of the is nine. Na so beba on mo, no or catch it. A nipa be ye trimodin for be bree. A nipa eko bedo bonedodo. Enipa bedi boni etie nipa dodo ne ebeya ho pefo ne ahonya pefo akini na to ho ene me no ba be rebe be very explosive hu papa ensem no edoso tonight. But until all this discussion ebe take you off the channel to say your health status has returned in the year 2022. Of course, tonight is going to be the 10 of New Life Homeopathic Clinic, Dr. Makeje. We give us some perspectives and analysis of the show. Then here we are and take it for and so be take you of normal man. Some perspectives about woman runa here, Spanish jingo capsules or Spanish garlic mixture. No, ubenum for the purposes of said. Beer when you bad cholesterol and now when you're swallowing feet and now when you're halitosis, that's the bad breath. Ugua homia and once na ben one day and ya de papa we your bama mu wenum ama watumi de kisi obi mana ye em odo ne odo abom ne oma de dana kwan mu na enya wo hu fefefe kamo nanso wenum de edi asem na esi ni na ahoaduro ewo ho obeno ma ho ne ama aye kama ye wi a. Then Ghana Speaks takes off today. Omumi enu pepepe. Ghana Speaks is to be take off. And Ghana Speaks DNA Deba. We are giving the 5th edition of all the epistles so far we've run about the declassified report coming from the United States Central Intelligence Agencies. Woman prepare no release there. And of course, the months of March, a month. And no any year then a dear child. A nipa bia womutu omu si oma America for a use omo edidi bone SNDT o my way Ghana month ye pass our report huntama e de akyerem mehu said ani nanom esi etie. And then here we are ye beko into our main discussions. And tonight we have some top security experts be e fi ha ye ba be all the necessary discussions from all the detailed analysis about what is going on in Russian-Ukraine war, Yednina Ebetofam, and its impact on the global economy, Africa, Ghana, in Sudan, and Benya away. So all these and more tonight is coming up. But until that, Shannon, as you said, this program tonight is able produced by these companies, Ridler, BF4, S supporting Lutus Thai Massage from Worldwide Management, and so S supporting a GP. One Herbal Beverage and Tech Herbal, Ruta Natural Product, 21st Clinic, New Life Homeopathic Clinic, Vigdan Healthcare, and Franco Trading Enterprise. Also, MIA Push Plus, the interactive segments on the WhatsApp line 024055089 Ebekin Kanina Ediama. Up next, mene Dr. Mark Ej, Enin Komo, Tew, Nian Shedi Betimi Aye. But until that, keep bringing your WhatsApp message on 0240-550-89 at the amount. I am Kweku Anan, your investigative journalist, and I host the show tonight with my able producers all gathered here. Yet the special exclusive detailed analysis here, bro, all about what is panning on the Russian-Ukraine war. Millions are fleeing Ukraine township. Dr. Makeje, take up your nests as far as your health status is concerned. Stick and stay. About it. Here we are. You better the Twatwas Nina to Ansana. Ghana Speaks tonight will walk you through all there is to this friend is saying a software a year then. Tonight the show is been given the push, and I said one more MIA push now. A GP1 of companies giving us the
prostate a better tower sneffy I wouldn't mean ye all because one symptoms number airban where or if you like symptoms in the crown unimpose a dear may you know the symptoms and know say yes this is the sign of it and you don't even know at all. It's like a blind man or just going to hit something. So it's a very pretty dangerous ubenya the symptoms on some back one they be a bo I said your tongue for no air border the nurtures assem ewo mark me wajo official panzo
I think comment to me
I say ye dear way good baby I will in a trip no course first
Nami adom ja oye juma du baby na obrane basa
yeah
say upe baby ko bo ho adwa kakra
wonderful
nti ja yetu kwan ade ye ho kosie kakra ko rest ye sebe ya yebenya ahoden kone na ma ehia ho baby ediko pie mu o baby ediko pie mu o baby ansa na yesa be pie mu o Ghana yankopon adom bibia ko kama I usually when say metu kwan mostly is about conferences.
Yeah.
You go kusia de ba we dey. Ododo ye ho. Ani aba. Obrane doso.
Hey. Akwe kododo ni ho. Mate, nyame na make ho.
Say that is e say ohun hu hia.
Sa.
Afimu ni nyina no du ba bia. Ho be yan so obekota ba bi kakra na.
Yeah.
Eja won so relax. Iti yakwa abanyame adom ni.
Great one and Tiakwaba and official pals because yes so cry no na ye will break a crowd during the time of the AFCON. Great Mark, quickly over here share the causes of prostate cancer. Why do you think prostate is something to talk about this time?
Many medase na the kind of official in Memphis official package pa ema Ghana madesha e the seat on the 2 television. Money at Nache. Me mo be a fisher
Papa pay.
Koya yaba. Na prostate adeban bia hu hiama mema. Enti de bia me ka se uti the word prostate na Kenya bone. Na mom se din bi besoso so a a din like prostatitis, a din like cancer, a din
first
like
one here
prostatitis.
Prostatitis.
BR is about inflammations.
So the first one is prostatitis.
It's about inflammations, infections surrounding the prostate. And yeah, prostate enlargement, meaning prostate na day, yeah. And then we also have what we call prostate cancer, meaning it's a area a friend kokram about the top prostate no. Ni na nkanfo ano. Nneema bia ho behia se me no me ne behwe ne ye. Na bia me tu mema fo se wo ye be me and train who symptoms cry me boss later on. We ya be man kwa de wonya wura 30s ho kwa most especially 35 going na. As I say ota check your prostate.
Yeah.
Being lab test or even a scan. Na aboa amwe hu say bibi da wani mu enya na etu ho anamo. If you say you can prostate cancer as at now no obi ma out boldly scientists were egusu your research. Bema ya di ensa si ebu say the enim say malaria we na deba typhoid we na deba no
yeah
prostate that we are yet to confirm say ade asumesi ana wudia
so you nima de kwa de prostate deba
many other fact is what I'm telling you today yen fa yen sensi ye bom pinpoint aduane enrobi ana ensuo bi abenom ana yade bi eba so a ebekotwetwe prostate cancer ba yen fa yen sensi ye bo anything that surrounding this na ye de ye presuming an assumption bibia ye dream say eno na ye dey etechre but we are yet to confirm it enti na we be ma to hofo na in time no na check dey o prostate me tufu de bia say ye wo test bia ye very simple your friend PSA prostate specific antigen we be ma na wura 40s ho ko pe manenya wasem hia say one year hwe kra no once every year obe check it state and our status of what we call PSA prostate specific antigen na me sa kan sisu dia say enye ba bia na obetima check your PSA for some reason obi be check PSA no actually say negative or positive and no nche da nye papa aw me de me sabesu me bo aka you need what we call quantitative PSA.
I see.
There should be a number, there should be a reading. because nipedua no me no me ne
yeah
PSA no ye check here we are expecting say normal reading is 0 up to 4 nti any reading be a call beyond 4 and my indication say ade na ye dey e kosoro e do how ye dey e ba so now ye ko check you PSA na ye got as a negative means say is it 0.1 is it 2.0 is it 3 I should know and I ko check ni say ye 10 as say me who say ye 10 there shouldn't be positive. Oh yes, I know mama dwuma am kesene. And at the end so the higher the reading, you know, the higher the risk of cancer spread. Because I was say obi betimi a react to 30. And so mean you be proceeding on higher further checkup called biopsy no na cancer BMI. Obi so benya just 6.2. I won't do 10 po. And so na cancer I started at that. So reading you here pa. Na no na new life for all these machines are. Oh yeah, bem obit my bodily no room say me be checking me prostate.
That's right.
Ah yeah, I'm one who say oh PS no oh yeah fine. Oh baby you doing the trap borderline ti. Yenye say ni am bringing it back to normal to avoid any cancer. A best spread it to your bones. Now nanti a problem. And now say to avoid anything like catheter. Say a coffee chiro be ma ko small to crow a day rubber a day. Shame. New life bit my way na dia bon ho ban. E ko boni a your treatment ma. And call bonny and near 2 for say okay the way na faboa 6 months time sabra near repeat the enhwe there enema ye dey adwen bu say be ma cancer no spread. Number 1 ye wonema bi a eye namu yade mu ne efa HPV human papilloma virus sa virus when mania eno na se fri be ma ho call ba ho a etame ma enya what we call cervical cancer. It is a sad virus with me free bema hon call ba hon man konya cancer. And ye na ye dwen say one or two way or the other no. E betumi so ahye bema ho acha e betuma related to prostate dey cancer. We na is eno no ye bacteria bi
Oh
yes. Ye bacteria ye call them. Oba betumi da ma bema betumi da ma oba. It is a free bema hon e call ma ho a eno na e che wo ho no sa HPV no eta ma no etanya yare friend said dey cervical or other cancers or maseno enti ene adenti na bema na efri ne ho ba ye na call ba no amana konya cancer no entumi ma bema no so nya cancer bi eno ye ade a ye guso edi ho abobo a ye hwe se researchers betumi aboa na ya confirm say okay ya je atum say we so to make also prostate cancer and I said there that's number 1 and then number 2 Meta can say cancer no so to me no genetically motivated to say be a hereditary. Let's assume say fear with free mono. O grandfather prostate cancer ne kun no. O papa bakoye surgery be say prostate cancer. And answer one uncle be o feel say see ya or shakatita. Rubber be shane be mem. E do your young guy now who knew such family now is why you are here. That is number 2.
Yeah.
And a man so mo diet rich in animal fat. Men who consume large amount of fat, particularly from red meat, almost end up in developing prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Mojanam. And a majority of men may fear. Yeah, they can't show mo be mem. No do na hypertensive patient. It is all your be man na HBP, high blood pressure. Me too for say you're careful. Not to monitor prostate. Na se kobase.
Obisi mimbisa quickly say. Obi a Johnson eta chewa no power bladder can that result to cancer or
that one cannot
cancer
cause
related?
Cancer to the prostate, but it can cause serious damage to your bladder.
The bladder, okay.
It can cause a lot of problem for the bladder walls. It can even turn to something else. In the Johnson town, which are very dangerous.
Okay.
No, your prostate, but rather it will cause trouble for your kidney. Oh yes.
The pressure goes back.
The pressure goes back, and it's like a bed building infections. Now, contaminate or cause trouble for your kidney because Johnson, if you want to buy, it is own percent BPR. The possibility is a bed building infection now come back to the kidney stroke.
Yeah.
In the moment, people Johnson, who most of the times, either bladder problem or kidney infections. It's you're careful. No, and you might be brave, and will be also a sabbath. We cancer every month. Inflammation type near men now mutanya infections like sexually transmitted diseases like gonorrhea, like syphilis, like chlamydia. So infection with child bema ho a wo ba a friend microbia. Microbia no so ba it mean our prostate near highly inflamed. And the prostate near inflammation type your enlargement stage and what we call cancer. Ne bia ne de dey etechri. And the symptoms here amebo so yi. Uhu ba ko mienu bi wo ho a. Now I am very careful. The one who shape crano, yeah advice is how may check up. What of who are 1 or 2 symptoms way? This year no, you say sit no, you call him Rika. The meme casa no me speeding kwa.
Yeah.
The ano who delay kakra bia ya je konya na fru up. It me man symptoms kakra na famous sorry. The kind, oh yeah bema. Now who said these days oh John saw too much. Ebia first no kawa John saw na maybe 1 or twice at night. But this time around to me John saw 4, 5, 6 then I say 4 and a joke. Ah, sebe wadana. Eye ade ebo nka ye se sebe oyare. Na Johnson na ye Johnson be bra na jono. Sankoye diabetes sankoye brother problem, kidney problems, and most of the times it's about prostate. And another symptoms a bit prompt among say where prostate symptoms near. One out the hole and out is a urine account. But also you could do washroom wa Emma. Obi a Johnson do was sorry no. But I could do washroom say urine in the day. Emma. I say oh is the pressure be low abdomen. Oh chim.
Yeah.
And now yes oh chim on so pressure na dey ba no enye. E ba kakra bi na twa. I say to me flow ye nti dey bia better say Johnson e bia dey. Akechire. And then another thing so say ube won say ube man either say mu hyehyew ana say mu ye dey eye oya. And obi also na ya say ne dududu onya lower abdominal pain or heaviness on the lower abdomen. And obi also or private na ochima na white is so fit bi na fi ne be me mu ba. Prostate etumi ye. And one also asebe omo be man na start shrinking. Obi say the size of your manhood eye kitwa dodo. Obe man na fon e ka kwhyem anasa wodo ho kan oba na ho asane. Prostate ni enlarge ahoma bi na ho e friend sex nerves. The moment sex nerves ne ho be kan
so because so we descend to symptoms eh.
Symptoms number
1 One no air phone anasa there. Who get your let's
welcome back.
Here we go.
Welcome on board.
Real.
Ayasaba. Ayasaba. One particular segment before we were France. It was a shwa. As always say obema.
That's right.
Penis no air phone. It's one of the major signs of prostate condition. Oh yes. And now saying ka oye bema pan. And because of bema so they say oko ba want me fire 15, 20, 30, 1 hour. But they say they were boy juma na 30 seconds. Yare. Oh, I'm telling you the fact. We a bema now who sunny 30 seconds. I made me so yare. And yeah, it could be say prostate in enlarge and how. And now hormonal related problems. And now injury be a when you was something. And the member now hormonal aphrodisiac and embrace some bejai. Now more bani I check up on say obana don't who can and now one son no. If we obey my name to me son. If we there's a solution near treaty. No original now so come. Said the one malaria no 2 asiano. Now so I saw here no I bema. Good. This is near my new life.
Is it mommy another symptom come?
Good. Symptoms me and something I'm the back.
Okay.
So who say when you severe lower back pain? We a bema now who say we chiba or sissinimono.
Yeah.
And you want foul don't penny one. Be very careful. Because prostate cancer and a time as pain, almost if you waste another show don't penny.
Really?
And ya the papa. One who ye be mawa paralyzed on to me cranante. A serious thing, prostate cancer hygiene. And I who say, O Johnson, a moja Sir Johnson, no moja, my mouse now, our Hannah Messias so and ne. Sir Bema Ober Johnson, ne mojani dick kind before the urine cancer. And your problem from your urethra. O penis in small hole, and may be a problem or. And I saw who say, what Johnson ye. Now, feign a moja near day, air bar, and also your problem a tie related to your urinary brother, Ujunso channel. And I Johnso be answer a moja womb. As an soon name moja na frano. It can be a serious problem from the kidney or your prostate. And also nation so there, it's monia careful. And the last symptoms in there, obi or then who can bar. Onya edge no say ne ho sane, and smini ashema. On to mean discharge semen biada. No ejaculation. And the whom near my wing na and fan yansha high, the city a buy be soon dear.
That's all.
And I have a man wait for Mema. It's all your bar now soon say John so and my year can get here also yarianko, but then yet prostate in a how. Because a female who need a dear friend said the prostate grant. And to Minia, with the Manubesia, now much to yen for say.
That's right.
New life from your party clinic, El Homo. And Fidia Guho, a benefit Guho. Ube pimo I sabia when you budget a whole 4-story building there in the camera. I see dance man runabout. I a bank in Solomon ho. Odonya do Dansuman main roundabout now. Now I call Goy Filling Station or say over New Life Homeopathic Clinic. Ukuta car on bed director, we are not far from the roundabout. And as a unkuta car and so Goy Filling Station or Dansuman roundabout. First roundabout, no. Tazi rank be or was me call New Life, almost so edubeba. It is only for public transport today, or Messi or Dansuman first roundabout. Almost you are not called Goy Filling Station or car or what. Edubeba, or driving so do on betro. Your branch Kessia, our Takrade Airport Ridge. Takrade Airport Ridge. Unama Kwesimintim Highway Niswa. From Nkrumah roundabout, our journey Kwesimintim Highway no. First U-turn and Ucha and no offer right. Offer right at just about 30 seconds. So when we a signboard needs to work here. New Life Homeopathic Clinic. Ewa Ejriba International School kwan so. Na wako and also Takrade Ebeshow. Kumasi yawo Atase Manso. Onye do Atase Manso taxi station or pet. Busa drivers no. So we call New Life Homeopathic Clinic. Almost about my location. No? We are just almost 1 minute drive from the taxi rank. I will come and say at Tasimanso taxi station and I will say New Life. Also beba New Life Homeopathic Clinic near Shamao. Branch in India no fidi gun kran e bi go and how won free Kumasi Makra and then from Takra de Makra. May can we actually kran because most of times clinics be bro have a branch and not the all head office and your farm put no where they are to a boy a home in a kama. The obey Kumasi bit my wakra. Ya really be how I drain no what the New Life ever shama and your prostate in Kwan air wajuma. And Yamia Duma from next week Wednesdays, on every Wednesday bit my hair waha. Yabema different topics are. When to me and my hokra majaya risha, which Monsieur dear now the other day, about Hobine. Tis all this shape be a stroke. More try out to me nantia, New Life for home out. So 117 difficult infertility. Over New Life being oligospermia or spermia, we have solution for it. And then a high blood pressure, hypertension, as if for ya. Diabetes, Nina, we have solution for you. And Yamiadum now about Nibaji. And our stomach ulcer, they be on your frequent heartburns. Now, both show as a otipen or nufunasia. Now, so a chica saying, they be up a sound fit, a be on crow, did we are now fit and our run it. Nina about New Life Homeopathic Clinica, Ubenya solution. You start a Juma and past 7:30 sharp. And you rare 5 p.m. near upon all branches Nina being Takrade, Accra, and Kumasi. My number Nini, wait me afraid. Near Bonkomo. New Life Homeopathic Clinic 0244 09 35 95 0244 09 35 95 and a Vodafone here 0203 33 54 39 0203 33 54 39 New Life Homeopathic Clinic. Minia.
Great one, Dr. Mark AJ. I honor a Chief Executive Officer. Great. So we're back. Some technical HSB. Monfanina and time and time. All of them get H, and then see you to me sort of Nina of
Great. And it's just gone past a new life homeopathic clinic. Dr. Makeji and our minds are perspectives. But quickly, Mamene and tech for no soon ending common. And tech for no the omo catcher and say Bomodiana bro maswe. Now and tech for now is so easy. A drubea a Spanish jingo capsules or Spanish garlic mixture. Ukambumwa a druke see now shenazuzem. It drew away about a blend with 16 different herbals and omakabum. Now the airboy crown say, Mono time and time. One anti acquainting kakrebi. Now nice in a pija. Ediasem Dr. Catcher say what bad cholesterol, what it? Diana way afahon. Dr. Catcher also say, oh hypertension and now obesity. A Diana way afahon. And I say, ya can't at wadrimu. And I'm person obey afa. Is that the issue? Udi agura 2022 no ebeko na ewie no na won kan te asefo ho. De meka kire wan say de ya ka kire obiara da wadwene so na ya krankro bi da wadwene so no. But modern ne tu anamon Spanish for enrey Spanish jingo capsules. Ushe jingo capsules am. Just like oil bio. Oil ya mix ya ye de gu sa capsule yes nom na wonomwa na yari na asi efri ho ema ho ato mamenko quickly na mene Spanish jingo capsule na and tech for no ending komo na yenhwe edre ni mienu a blend of 16 herbal eni akabom na bo modern ase obefa echire ho ana wukokromu a any pharmacy bia near you ko na katro me say kweku anan of net 2 simemra na metimi enya and tech for edro na Spanish jingo capsules or Spanish garlic mixture no one neni na yare no etimi akọ ema ho atowate and tech up next ye hwe se de dru no ACT na bomode na copy bi chira kwan na nom take official panso great afina yae den ya see from the association now ima reason be internet so obi nom Spanish garlic mixture sabrewe
me da say reasons ni ebebre kakra bi na metimi aka de hye me ba na to aso ene se nyakopon ebo nipa no ode ahoden ne edi aguye mu a saa ahoden ne no eno ani kura ni padua na ma ni padua ni timi koma na nyakopon na sansa nim se yete ase a yedidi adwendwen de ye nom ne ade no etimi bress ahoden ne ma na se enti edu ba bia na wo se ope bibia wo de be kan ni padua no na ahye saa ahoden na nan enti no se yedidua na yemfa na ba na haban ni enhini na ehye fom no yemfa nsa yare eno ano no eno nti na dupa antake ba fo de abadwa na ye frɛ ni nyina se Spanish range of products miensa ema bi mpa ho wo fie wadwuma mu na se bibia wo kɔ bia so you be a refi ade bebre a me ma wa refi adro adro e friend Spanish gingo capsule
ene su na adwendwen aba bebre ene
wiase no de akwakoye no wo a wo mobra na abehu so obi bobra na ato ne adwendwen ne papa ne ne boni nyina now a reference ba mu dia sebi na de adambo na eba wo be hia adro a be kanya adwen na abrebia wakai ade ntentem Spanish jingo capsules me pacho wo betimi akọ Google sesi na de smartphone na ne kra ye na wabo jingo GINKGO jingo no wabo ahoden benefits ya edema ni padua bebrebe na de edi kan obeka chro se ekita properties bia eno no ebo ase de be ya free radicals ya woni padua mu no ye didi ya nom se dem di kan ne ma free radicals ebam free radicals no ade bi eba ni paduam free enuane aye dimu na eno nso na ebi apono ma yare a ehu te se cancer ne nkeka ho ana mpo malaria betimi achew na bubu agu ho no mo a free radicals na dodo a wo ni paduam ene be mana basa na ye jingo capsules na ye no nyame adom wa kire ye nimdie a ebeboa ama ye dia breath free radicals na se na atimi aboa ama wa hoden e wo ni paduam no akosro na ye kase ye kan jingo no nko anwo asem na ye nwie na ye the Spanish garlic capsules ene ne mixture abeka ho said ye be ya wo beti ase ntimpache wo so yo bi a opese wunyini fe wunyini na so onipadua na ye fe unipadua na inside metabolism age no da be a drop ba form na ye be hwe unipadua mu ankasa no o wakoma eboyie o brebo ye adwuma kama umogya mu asikyire o ye kama sade boni e da ntinim ye kama ne ye bekeka we nyina choma odi tirimu de bi akofia ene me pacho ebia na nkomo na anso sesi a je ya number no betimi afre doctor na ne di achi nkomo ya number na 0266 11 41 11 0266 11 41 11 bigusu ameka sa nyina wo hwe screen na se a ye number no enegu ho no mo no ubetimi afre doctor na one no adi nkomo ewo achi sesi ankomo aye babedi se wo obi a bibi bo hu ti se de wo ahwa obenya stroke a ene wo nkomo eba wo obi nsusu a unyini beto ubo age obi afo so wanyi abroso chese oni padua na nyi abroso a u age bro oni padua no so a also wadro ba sanso no bi a refi ade ententem wadro ba aso obi a wanya stroke a wada honom uyarefo obi busuani bi da honom a na dro ha sanso na obi a opese wakoni abadie mo nyare yare bebre no onso wadro hanom de nti ameka anti aging na na sameka se me wa anti aging ne dro ene se nipa ne bebre wo honom a abrabo matete ade e woni padua ma wo se ekura wo widie no mu ema ahode ne timi gina mu no awe ayira enti wo hia adru e be hye nanan
hu nsu asa
enti na meka che o se kohwe jingo no ahoden a ewo mu a nyankopon de ama yese ye no mu a nyame abie ye doctor ani ama ne de aye aduro jingo no ebeboa wo pa so yo bi a wo mpese obenyi a enye wani mu no nko a oni padua mu nso ka ho e properties a ema adwene no aduane di na emogya timi kɔ adwene ne mu enye mogya keke na mogya ahoden wo ekɔ ahoden mu aduane a adwene hia se obedie na wakaya ade ententem waye shabre no ebi ewo ye jingo capsules ne mu afei mebisa se wo obi a wonase atata nase wonase ayedru ana wo mpesa wonase bedu bi o ye fie ane sa ade no wo hwesan se de wiase ye hwe nipa bi mo hwene a abusua no mu hwe obi ahwene a pepe passe dro ben fefefe ebi mu nso de asakamia dokono ena ye wo obi nso ho a wo hu omo tentene brana ebi mu nso ntientia sa na yakwa na ewe enimu ahode ewe emu no ebi a wo abusua mu akoma no sei na na ho de tie ahara wo ewu mu se na tie enti se wo hu se wo maame bi nya stroke wo papa bi wo so wa bi anasa abusua no mewom bo modern sa wo bebbo wo ho ban sesi a ho ban bo ne hia me chen de wo yare da ho no sans wo no de nyu obi na betu no fo so wo no medu obenom na wo a wo nyare no ene wo bete yes oh yare ni jira sesi ahwebo na okose akwa bi wo ne dem yes wo yes yare hyehyɛ ye ho so ya mpa aduro nom adu panso wo ho enti me nua mesrew aduro we mpo de ye nyare ansa ne ano wo msa wo yare fo bi da ho no mo a wo betimi ama no Spanish garlic capsules ana Spanish ginkgo capsules ana Spanish garlic mixture na wanom na aboa na mana sori agane na so de nanso enka wonom ye na yare na ma nke beboa wo tina da bia meka se me de bosome so na megime katua na mate de me de kwa akoto Spanish nuru no miensa pesa nuru no nko a na eboa me menu aba se wakwa aware ase na wo ma mekan oba bi te wo beti nisuo kafra wakwa aware ase na wo ma ka behu se awo ho hia papa na sesi e womenses na maye wo bu wani aguso ebedru bra wo peba no na obebo won sa me se mi hu ya nka ebaye wo emaye o misro koto Spanish ye no to garlic capsules na wato garlic mixture anopa sori a wuyi capsules na mienu na wahia duro no ti mienu ye aseda de cap e de nom no wo behwie mienu na wanom na aboa o se de ebaye a o system no wawo ade efiri a wode no bebesi wanamu de ekosua fam bebeto awode no mu nyina benya hoden kama obu wonsa na abaye se wobu wonsa na wayase ya wo ya ensanchane e chose bibi nkoyie de etie bia no me kanfo Spanish garlic capsules Spanish garlic mixture e de amawo ebeboa se de beya wo nipadua hoden begina ne naso yie wo hwe kwan se daachi bi wo yo ba obewode a ene waduni maka chose adrei eye ntini mu adwuma emema gaga ne wo mo hyehye wo de nam nyina ejina ntini ya o ntini enti se yesi ema ntini ya adwuma obi ne kan na se mo se bema e wo se itimi gina so yie wo hia Spanish garlic capsules ene Spanish garlic mixture na so de ginkgo capsules no ka ho a oh ene bema wo beye bema na ene jesem e wo mne se enye se wo hia oba no kone kokon hitiri saw na adwudwo we ne ye wo mu ankasa adwuma se de beye ebeboa na brebia uja etimi agina so na ade ba ko amahu ewo ewiase ne se yenyi ko nyina na yare foforo ba o sciatica wate da na wate cry di na sen aso eso free unantu entini na wo ho no na abeso wo to ase entini pa no bebre ho ma ase mpanipa wan ka kire wo ni sciatica ka no ho a wono ankasa kra bo ni gin a wonte mesrew hyase no no maduru ebe bo ho ban na wo nkohia sciatica na se wanya bi nso de a eni asedan ka nyame so ama yeduro Spanish garlic capsules ene ne mixture eboa ye number na good screen ase no se wutie na wo hunu screen so a 0266 11 41 11 0266 114 111 eno ne ye number sa wo frɛ doctor no ebedi nkomo so you obi a okasa enka wo wanumu a wo pese wo testing so a wo twe ka kyerɛ ma won se chi sei no na odi afefa ho odi anya hwe twema simanum ana ebro so kra enye hwe na wahua ware pampan ye wo ho no sa wo kasa eno na nkrofo tie eti misrew eno no be fra ye doctor no ama direction akose de obe use aduro no afei so you obi so wadware wie na wo na mokeka na so obi wo ho a onim de wadi onim de waye ebebia na no ho keka no eno so be fra doctor obe cho se de obe use Spanish garlic capsules and the mixture no na odi atu ase ye kan ne so bi se aduro ba ko ena se yare ahodo bebre yes esan say ayewo ahodinu bi wo ho a efi woni padua mu a ebie kwa to ho ema yare ahodo bebre etimi ba woni padua nem enti se ema waduro na wunya sa ade na afiri ni padua no mfiri ho no mu a na fe abo ho ban wo hunu doctor na so obi a woni mu gini dia na betimi afre doctor bisa ne se ade ne free radicals na ade enso so na se dose woni padua mu a eye sa na tie dia ene na ade etimi break free radicals ase no etimi boawo enu nti na ye nuo no miensa ni nyina wo kabom a wotumi nom ane ono miensa ni nyina wo sori anopa capsules no yi we bi no yi we bi na wa hia duro nsuo no na wanom eno no eboawo ahodeni ewo mu nti amanfo krampo de friend ne se nka se e friend the three powers combined ntimi mpo de friend forever young eno na kire aduro na hoden so obi benom na ono ankasa pedin ede ama aduro no yedamase eno ne de ye nso so ye hwehwe enti bibia ha wo ni padua mu sa wo pese wo general well-being ehia na wo pa aduro e baba wo ho ban afri nyare enemimu ade achi mimu obi so woda sori anopa ase yabo no okosofo se ni fiefo de na ye ponko na omode ne so anema wo so oburo no so ponko ni ho e de na fiefo ponko no mo pe na enye ka enti misrew eye yare anasa nyama bi e wo ni padua no mu a emoa wo hwehwe ye duro Spanish SPARNIS ene dikan na woto ye nuo no bia so abohunu okode eti se eda ho ka ensuo de no toa no eno no bohun se kode ni tini da na pampam ena de aka no so ededa ne nchemu hwe ne ye no obi amfa soro kwan ana no wachenchena Spanish SPARNIS ye capsules ena fe ye dro ya eye ensuo hwehwe bi neto na ebeboawo enti Openi,
yes,
me that's any bra with the amame me did said that no so ye ba amafo adanse a wo modi a kire so one Spanish na aboa wo no ye de ebeba
na hima one hwam pepe exactly on 10 minutes we landed na hima great we're back just and take herba for and so all that you need to know as one more end. Now, Antek in Ray, you draw a bit me up while we now, make me so I catch also say, and also any bit me a year area who do in a free brabo. 2022, so 1 year careful and preparing rule and no more. With already stress going out with us every minute, every way, every step on our way, stress and quam. One shiny pet, what the stress baby tough about da what the stress benante what the stress baby what the stress baby bia na no na say o kekako wonin sama pomufo no na ekekako na no susu emwa shano so say sa drink we me recommended the ma anybody bia o pese we party mo amoye funerals mo amoye wedding ceremonies ni ade nipa pi be baase ye mpe enioma bi to say drinks snacks sugar ni ade wom no bi so mo pe the alcoholic kakra ewom Radler drink where Radler a lemon flavored refreshing alcoholic beverage. Now, Ushibi dia Ubinyan wakan mu. So no. Ghana ha bebia obenye bi na ope dodo na wato na wo de akoye program na DBS Colas Enterprise omo Kumase ewo Radler drink bi Kumase for no DBS for and on so wo Kumase na wo yes our program na bomode na contact DBS for 0209 646 533 ana so se enkran so betimi arechi omo 0200 111 now she say advert way Food and Drugs Authority for one month esha say Radler or say every day summer but modiana pe ebietri kwana fa yesa o program no airbus no afi ye kekako ye nimu enche o National Communications Authority for some control yeah communication enche you'll be excommunicated. That is when on register our number no it is our SIM card number na say bomodiana koko register now or say be register no shanon so say to start with no be dial a *404# and then you follow the prompts. Now also o dial *40 dial *404# no sa eniama we ene bebisa you be required to send the following details our Ghana card no so now Ghana card pin number you be here o surname you be here bia na o surname Akorugu you be here sa Akorugu no afi your first name and so be between Peter with date of birth and then we a bema and answer ba we need all these details now you nya we are na fi the awareness of present sa details way to the nearest network agent and our customer care center a ben one wa capture sa biometric details we intini na na capture with digital address ni we na na agent na capture na dia prepare na just the way secure or chip no osem in control says briwe so wintimi enya ya bomodiana call phone so na dial 100 and also National Communications Authority for toll free number no 0800 110622 na ubetimi no medi nkoma na so wetimi visit here NCA social media page Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn or www.nca.org.gh now no more ADM come on na bibia ko kama me say aka was 21st clinic expert in sciatica yare shase oyawo kese pain from the waist under buttocks through calf to the toe yare ejinimu pa etimi kra ye to say the wenya said the stroke no now 21st clinic for some countries bomodiana na shadow say sa sickness ni diseases we na no ewo ho a wo mbehwe na wo mama ho ato kama wate 21st clinic here can say you must spread it across 16 regional capitals all over Ghana. Now, here can say ubetimi alcohol, no mama laboratory services including massage, naming all the treatment. Now, Kofrodia ubenyomo B Foster Ministries Road, Sky Plaza building, and also Oba and Kraha your domain market heavy do building ubenyomo ho. Kumasi for them if you're overseas. And I think your Takrade, Sunyane, Techiman, Guasu, Sefi, etc. But Modiana Fred 21st Clinic, that was 0540 311 311 and also 0546 616161. Now, no more any in Kutahom. As far as 21st Clinic for a concern, one chief executive, a Ora Kofi Foster, Nemame Efrimu, Breaker Crane, Nemame Efrimu, I can say. In fact, or how can say a man into winning a year 21st Clinic Chief Executive a year Kofi Foster, Bomadiana Frenana, Wamani Yako. And again, tonight, so on behalf of my own self, your production team, Yama 21st Clinic Chief Executive, and then a Busina Yako, Nemami Ifrimu, and T Yamomina Yako, Nanyoma Aditanakwim. Come on. 39 minutes gone past the hour. 8. This is the Seed Show tonight with Kweku Anan and my guests. And so I try to say, yeba, not just see you be right for Ghana Speaks. And then mention and Tiapo Papa, but of course monfa ema say Nina we are here sojourning for God and country. Make a short break. Me ba up next will be Ghana Speaks tonight, brought to you by Ruta Natural Products. For a year catcher say Bomodiana Boateng bebe paid ribinom say malaria malaria any of the area about there Ruta Natural Products for no and a woman do me recommend it the amount the mixture or the tonic Nina Kabo me besan so it provided appetite at the amount. Companies be and I say hospitals and also say impo pharmacies be brainy shops e we see here na etuntobi but do na obenyana na naboache herba e wa kra kanshi Casework Pharmacy Tenated Herba Baseline Pharmacy Nisi Pharmacy Kus Pharmacy wa Shaman Jurid Men's Kumasi and AA Men's and what Takrade on also ewo sa product winner for malaria jaundice typhoid Nina si ibitu friend was 0244 503 443. Stick and stay. I'll be right back. And then we take off with Ghana Speaks.
21st clinic say eba sciatica no every usisi mu kono a woto ase ho no ntina fa wosrem ekosi wo na ase ho no ebo betimi atutu ama wo ankasa wo hu ba bi enye enti 21st clinic wo mu na ye sciatica expert e wo Ghana ha wo mu de bibiduro so ho bibiduro ankasa ene besan o yade no masa de machine aka ho yade bibiduro ka ho ne asa de wato machine so ya san ya o massage bi ye wi a herbal treatment yade awono ama ho e sciatica 21st clinic na ye expert a wotu ase Ghana ha ba bia wo mo ho enkran domi market wo ho heavy do dan ni mo ho ena kuma senso ahia wudu session so wo mo na nie dwabo so wo mo ho sunyane ni wenchi ni ba bia nkranza 0540 311 311 0540 311 311. That's a 21st clinic. Woman is sciatica expert.
Every day be summer. It be the run away. Keeping them I come again. Baby, I know. Mommy, rada.
For enquiries and bulk purchases, contact 0200-111101. Drink responsibly, not for sale to persons under 18 years, not recommended for pregnant women. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back, and this is the Seed Show. I am Kweku, and I'm your investigative journalist, and I host the Seed Show. Tonight, Ghana Speaks, brought to you by Rutai Natural Products. Malaria and AO. Join this. I joined this, free Abuebi as Abuana or Koshe Nipe Duemoa. I just say, Obitimi Ekun is here, but a nebri se Uma join this Ekua if you are being forecast. Typhoid comes from abua or salmonella typhi or dawiem and all masa yareno. Untimi ma typhoid is unku because Rutai for no iron is simple. The Rutai natural product way it comes as a tonic and a mixture. wonom ya na kyerɛ sɛ saa ɛmmoa wɔ yɛ wo yɛ funu nyinaa no ase ahye na deɛ yɛ ni gyesɛm ne sɛ wo sɛ wonya typhoid ne joint is a bebree no montaa so ndidi so company no saa adwumakuo yi ɛyɛ ne sɛ yɛnsan yɛmfa nnuro bi nka ho a wonom saa eduro yi na ɛsan so ɛma appetite. That's all about it. And so you can be well taken care of as far as Winnipeg is concerned. Up next, Ghana Speaks. Now, Ghana Speaks said the na yenimui I some no endorse na yebehweni nemu say what is all about. The adapono so you know aka ehwasem beginning a year, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. Said the Moamunim and a Nyoma EPP a free baby Ahudo Bebre. Na Yenemuswe di Hong Kong. Tonight on Ghana Speaks, we bring to our listeners and viewers here and around the world the 5th edition of our ongoing epistles, prepared and released from the United States Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. Maybe I can't kind Sakrate ya share that and the 5th edition, Muna Munim. Krate nye kwekumena metroe. America fwe drumekui. Wamusu nam from a kuro biare wuriase. America for CIA for ewo. Ghana wamu ha US embassy wamune namwo. No munam cream no mo hwe de ekoso ye politics munsem baby ah. And this report captures some staggering, harrowing accounts of how some high-ranking Ghanaian politicians were allowed to be used by the agency ostensibly to destroy the democratic foundation of this country some years back. Today, we are in the Ghana month, and there is the need to tell the untold story. Every amenemo ka say March, you declare say March a Ghana month. Not just say month na ye March, you know. And then you deka Ghana abakwasem nara. Abakwasem wa ye tete abakwasem wa shisha books mu. Abakwasem wa shisha shelves mu. Yempe hwasem kano. Month we any the bossa in Krun. Enunti enu yensu yakotam krate. Nyame na metroe. America for CIA for natural krate. Idia hudo bebre wom. Ne ye betwa so. Akaka kre nwie yo. Idia hudo ewom. Sa ni peya wo mo sa nkrate mu a America for edi wo din abehihye hei. Ye sa ni peya wo mo ye boapayo. Ma America for use wom. Edi two, the first president of this republic, Nesosa, ma otito wirim, ko pie himfa, ko yare ewo, yare me adene ko to Romania, from Romania, eventually, adene ko to himfa, Guinea, Conakry, and a Kwame Nkrumah, odi wuye. Why no an America agency, ebo mo pa, emo mudi sa, boni we ti o man we. Me sure so ubi a woni anantie for the past 3 weeks wonim edin ahodo enti se wunya hu ya enne no to bo ase na Ghana Speaks min church min reading ne mbobodi ni bi na hu de eko enti fra wunya bi all the way connecting from western region all the way to upper east and beyond and across the global world on the super highway na 2tvgh ubenya uko YouTube na so type the Seed Show ubenya live feed no when we say the nyoma AC echo. Now I read, and today's title of the epistles no say the honest nest. On an October day in 1961, after closing hours, several people came together in one of the shops near the railway station in Lome. When they came to the door of the shop, they looked around them nervously. Everything went on as in a classical detective story. There was a special knock on the door, the password, and even several masks. However, no mask could conceal from the citizens of Lomé the two familiar figures of Togo's ministers of internal affairs, Théophile Mali, and the commissioner of police of the city of Lomé, C. Decon. It was more difficult to identify the man with typical Anglo-Saxon features, but the name of Leonard Decimus meant absolutely nothing to anyone who did not know that it was an alias of George Davis, representative of one of the most powerful Western intelligence service. It was this man who declared the meeting of the conspirators open. Keep the names all written somewhere. Gbedema briefed the participants on that clandestine meeting on the situation in Ghana. He said, among other things, that in Accra, Kumasi, Takrady, and other cities, especially in the north of the country, there are persons dissatisfied with Nkrumah's socialism and prepared to take every decisive step against it. In this way, the Americans thought to remove Gbedema's rival at the last moment. Happy days had begun for Gbedema. The British began to show more interest in their, quote, graduate, unquote, hatching plans similar to the American ones, with the only difference that London was preparing Buzia for the role of the future dictator, while Gbedema was to be used for the cloak and dagger and then put on trial as an assassin. Thus, American dollars and British pounds sterling started flowing with renewed force into Gbedema's pockets. He opened personal accounts in several banks in Geneva, Zurich, and Basel. He bought a villa in Nice for one of his mistresses, Dosia Casey, and occasionally visited her there. The lust for money in Gbedema took the upper hand over fear or qualms of conscience. Putting with one hand the pound sterling and with the other the American dollars into his pocket to pay the service of the terrorists and buy weapons for them, he mated our superiors banknotes for various other service, living in hard currency in his own bank account. By the summer of 1962, the conspirators managed to complete a big part of their work. It was reported from Accra that everything was ready for the assassination of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. K. Decken, Lomé's police commissioner, early that year, shipped over the border a large consignment of leaflets, weapons, and explosives. Several hundred plastic bombs were bought in Paris and shipped over to Lomé. Gbedema's cousin, Ajavon, and a real military depot in his house in Lomé, which could probably compete in size with the national arsenals of Togo. While visiting Hamburg in June 1962, Gbedema received 20,000 Ghanaian pounds from an American representative and another 50,000 from London. Later on, the U.S. ambassador in Lomé gave him another 50,000 as well as a special quote manual on the organization of coup d'etat as well as weapons. Out of the 120,000 pounds, Gbedema paid 5,000 to the Ghanaian exile Salifu Imoru, a participant of the plot. Did you hear that? Salifu Imoru, Mokaino. Okay. Yankoswe. And that he did only, and that He did only because it was in the house of Imoro in Lome, the address of which is BP 2020, that the above mentioned George Davis had lived, and who was not supposed to have even the remotest suspicions that Gbedema was pocketing the money given to him. The attempt on Nkrumah's life was fixed for August 1st during the village of Kulungugu on the border with the Upper Volta. Last week, we said about Kulungugu connection. Oko Kulungugu no. Ye na obi anim sa history ne say Kulungugu ho no mo ya attempt say enti ombe so mo wie Kwame Nkrumah kra ena buke ni edem abofrey boom exploded. Kulungugu connection na me yi nioma akire mo no. It is common knowledge that the assassins fired and missed. They fired and missed. The arrest that followed dealt a heavy blow to Gbedema's organization, although at that time very few people knew that it was Gbedema himself who was in the center of the conspiracy. Monday, with a conspiracy who masterminded and operated with the U.S. intelligence agency to oust the first president of this republic, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Later, said Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, yare if you do we and an cancer. A cancer ban in Nipidiemu. Kona Kokin Kain, the history also surrounding the demise of the legend Bob Marley. Bob Marley will be one on us or the cancer will do we. Now, Mamini footage being shown. This was the time when Dr. Osajefo Kwame Nkrumah went to United Nations. Now, on the United Nations for Ekodi Nkomo. And Nkomo ben on Mukodi. Sa Nkomo on Mukodi. United Nations for Mudi ABB. United Nations for a bias woman sa asem no. United Nations for a yomse asemwa Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Ekano. And faso bi wo hunti na supem. Ne yenhwe kwan a yede we befa so ana ene the western powers akɔhye Congo so atori Congo for asie wonom akɔhye Congo so etu ekronumu enyapade all the mineral deposit wo matuni na asset ene the western world etimi e the aircraft ewura Congo asase ni mu o ewura ho no metu gold diamond ox bauxite all everything cobalt come say hey, Congo krokito away. Congo ekuta cobalt 50% of cobalt, which is a total mineral deposit of the global resource. What it means that Congo ebetimi ashe the world when it comes to some mineral resource way. Now there near the cobalt here there. Aircraft engine, including mobile phones way. Ninyoma bibre, printers, all the electronic gadgets, cobalt near there. So look at the size of Congo. Nashedomo population. Are you therefore telling me, say, inti Shenyomo mutu gold, diamond, bauxite, ore, zinc, cobalt, anything. Inti so mutu me produce 50% of the global resource of cobalt and kwa. That for me, it's enough to take, and they taking care of the African continent, nevertheless to talk about themselves. So why Congo is poor? Today, the Western powers are there in the United Nations, talking rubbish, talking nonsense. The last week, me catch them say, United Nations naga so si hon, oh here reforms oh. And the one who say Russia, Ukraine, so the Western world are talking. I don't endorse Russia going to war in Ukraine, but the hypocrisy on this global look, it is time the world order must be rewritten. Oh yes. Kwame Nkrumah ko United Nations wo ekodi nkomo tie womo de nasem ye bibi ana womo de nasem eka bibi womo afanya hwe. Take a listen to him, what he told them when he visited the UN.
Mr.
Listen
President and distinguished delegates, what we need in the Congo is not a solution, that is a compromise. Mr. President and distinguished delegates, what we need in the Congo is not a solution, that is a compromise, or seek to reconcile the divergent views between East and West. What we want is a solution acceptable to the Congolese people and which ensures peace and stability in Africa and thus excludes the Cold War from the continent. As I have said many times before, we in Africa have a vested interest in peace. What is taking place in the Congo today could lead to a serious conflagration which would set us all ablaze and spare no one.
United Nations war. Ghana mans ye de niam e bremo pa. Zono. Okoka obi se omo de adwuma, omo amfa nya adwuma. Enne hwe de ekoso Congo. Me wi asade mi kira ni nipa omo ye nya atwom. I'm a plain person. Say it as it is. Ye wie. Because baby, look, a nipa asasi so Nyankopon de ye bae. Ye wona we are numbered o. Number no so a de Onyankopon de ma bia ne number no so a esese wokọ na ukokọ kire Onyankopon se de me ba metumi ye ni enti asasi so no mom yen hwehwe ye nkwaje ho edwuma ne yenye ne yie ne yemfa ne kora so ni yenim untimi nya ne pepepe mom na emom ma ne kora ne noso ti unkontompo no na brabasem boni di boni yenya boni die wohu Congo ene isi ho za no ye tu Congo assassination na ya say no this same western powers, this western oligarchy we must say Congo kro no Libya crew Libya beautiful crew to say Libya Gaddafi dimun kakra e de ikonenim America busuafo we makọ CIA fo no a no mkokum Gaddafi ya say kro no ene Libya enye kro bio the same America fo ya o koto she Saddam Hussein so womo sa 5-star general no ene wewu no Colin Powell any American soldier ni kese ba ko a ono so no ye general Norman Schwarzkopf no mo ne hwan George Bush Norman Schwarzkopf on wodi sa ekunenim koto she Iraq so etorikro yase they invaded Iraq Toromase we ye kum leader no eka ho ene pua omugya no mko maybe omo se sa oyel ni na de kogu omkuro omo hwato obi anka so the world kept quiet. The same western powers assassinated the president Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah. The world kept quiet obi anka so and no one kasa no makọ form pepe ya be the declassified report eninie. Somebody should ask the US embassy here in Accra, what justification ben amwo to do this to us? And the one there, one of the world superpower, or no so kwa to ashe obi so no,
America say, hey, hello, wait a minute. No, man, you can't do this. You know, be kontokwa, you know, be say, well, and you. Now, Russia, waitress say Russia, no, I prepare and we for a very long time. Bonnie America, for we deal with Riasiano. Na ni na no ne kase na no de bia meka bone kase o medie tie wiase about the transportation of tens and thousands of Africans the transport do called the Caribbeans, Europe, America yankwa den enkwase adwuma enkwasum ti say ye kum thousands of black people black so ye kum dodo na ase de betumi dodo na ye kum ye na ena de ye ni say ye sansu koja thousands edo mu go Atlantic Ocean nim kwa just like ye waste ye kwa thousands of Africans so Atlantic Ocean ye kotu ye gumu just like that and no mo ma to din won say Bermuda wo ene African Americans here what America still yenya fa ahudie o. The blacks in America still don't have any diabeya. Any control o. Even blacks in America, blacks who were born in American soil do not have freedom. As I speak, the blacks in America do not have a land of their own. I said what? A land of their own. After how many years of their cotton cultivation, plantain cultivation, and many other slavery jobs, blacks in America do not have a land of their own. And the US government should come and tell the world, when are they going to give us that freedom? Blacks all over the whole of the African continent have not been given reparation in the United Nations. Yet Ghana, a member of the UN Security Council, the crime against the genocide against humanity, the worst crime ever in the history, which has really touched the consciousness of the world, is to subject a fellow human being to such a horrendous treatment and a torture. In today's civilization in America, blacks still. Now America has a freedom of all. Woman say fundamental rights here. Who told you? Nanche blacks are the nakedness of the law in America. Near the black at two, near Tiane Conso, ni wewu. So, when here blacks are ye kumomo at the full glare of the U.S. offense authorities. And oh, sir, Putin echo Russia. America every day. The Western powers are all over, captured the international wires, doing their press conferences upon press conferences, lifting sanctions, imposing sanctions, this. The world was quiet when the United States, Ekura, Ekokoto, Edi Nagasaki, Eko Ohaumu, Edi Hiroshima, Eko Ohaumu, the world was quiet. Obiya amfa sanction ama America so. No. In Nagasaki, an intelligence has said the America to drop atomic bomb at Nagasaki and Hiroshima was not just because it was like a proxy war. They were just looking, they were baiting the Russians to come in. And one no. Neko reason. Obiya nkahwe anchemu mukum nipa ewo ho. Yeah, quiet. America kotoshia su yekum wine Saddam Hussein. The world was quiet. Gaddafi, otini baby o, African cheja ya na wafaka na wabansi rahwe ewa ha say neje wa maya kakra ne ekọ baby. Yekunu kwa. Obiya nkahwe. Great. Tonight, I feel ye be diagroni ye. Papa. Well, me guest ba kun ontimi emma because ye ka say no ho akoka baby a che enye too good at all. But of course, you better try to say be reason why human so ne din komo kakra. Paul Coonley, Paul Boateng, a security and intelligence analyst. You better touch base with him on the phone. No man some perspectives. Baby, work what could you know?
Unfortunately, in sooner carnation home and the car crown, when your problem inti and ya their Paul betting me abe. And come on, my Monday and then the touchy base our studio as a. And then also, your Fritz Moses, a research analyst, Institute for Energy Security. Omonia, and also has a Moses. One thing. Great. I hope to be here. Wonderful. Great. You bet touchy base pretty shortly with Paul Boateng. Now my open comment as far as the Russian Ukraine war no concern. Now yashe exactly how the issues are looking like. So yen raise Paul Emra Homana so quickly now. Yen for one or two questions be into Homana. But in the meantime, I should say we are following up on multiple developing stories all panning on our radar. We are following up on a high-profile Ghanaian civil servant who served this country diligently, died a couple of years ago. Intelligence gathering, including police report, suggests his will was altered. Meanwhile, family believe murder was the case. Yeah, follow BB. Na sa story a ye follow yi. Penny or ye penny power memu ha. Me money di answer ye story ne beba. But what it is that o penny ebria make say we na ebusuafo no gidi say obi na ehye de kun no. Ne will or tro ni ne japade na so inipa bi ache well no. O ma che ne japade no. Eye nsem enti every eba enche kra na yebeba ababa bie sa story no and on your friend said the seat investigate near the sa story na ababa to when we said the nyoma esito mame kwa homa so quickly na me Paul Boateng, security and intelligence analyst and touchy base near said the nyoma AC air call on the side or Paul memo adron what saying
the way I mean
great by the way meka say yeah sorry pass it with or how we me did say before close of the night and not yenya solution to situation where baby a car no ekwakoja we see great and I hope say you are safe wherever you are.
Yes, but since you are crowded, your team they are covered be safe.
Great one. All right, we needed to establish this as far as the listeners and viewers here concerned. Now, Paul, on Monday you bet Jibre no be studio ha because you see Russian-Ukraine war, you remove impacts that it would have on the global markets and never trickle down to Africa and Eriasi baby. Yenru baby I stand to be corrected. Say today is day 12. The world is shaking, rumbling, and we'll share the wreckage and the debris, all shaking together as far as Ukraine is concerned. I must say, Ukraine in the shortest possible time will be left with nothing but a ghost town. Great. Give us the genesis of this war. Ehinfa any free Russia tini baby Ukraine tini baby pa any tia and say Russia dini nemusa hwe yam ye ko Olympics no and one Jinping ekoko di nkomo intelligence we gathering say womuko di some secrets in Komobia and the world is not privy to. However, obaya and check any who say Russia a movie ne heavy artilleries. Omudi ekoko invade Ukraine say the global stage emu aye bija pa. My genesis to how this whole thing started.
Me yes me shasia.
Yeah.
Like say near 200 years back.
Okay. First say free baby aye benyanti asene kakra. We need to establish the base.
Me the best shasia free after the collapse of
USSR.
Cold War USSR.
Great.
In 1990.
Okay.
And so come on, Cold War was on. Now we are saying fancy or bipolar. A two-year Casemino.
Yeah.
Eastern Bloc and Western Bloc. Western Bloc no US phone leading. Even Europe Ukraino, Oceania Germany, Ukraine Chemino. Now East Germany, Honana, Eura Putin, or Dini Juma Pass, Stasi spy and KGB agent. Ain't you know, a bra America 4 year, or multiple collapse USSR. In fact, any might be break also. shall see if Reagan Bresso. Almost said that man Russia for any scholarship. And I go back to on I think they were 17.
17, yeah.
Almost said that by US ABC. Now almost said that treaty on to say Arabian kings.
Yeah.
Until a moment, one more system, ideology. Until gradually, no mobile.
Senator Gorbachev, Kraso, former Russian A.
And I make a transfer no account.
That's right.
Gorbachev, Mikhail Gorbachev. I need to know into me, might be one waka North America. And you know, on any group on the buy, and almost a Saturday, or one quasum, to gradually, no, almost a sign near my head. I could do time. And you might be see and sana USSR egu. But answer near the Guano. Now, issues are Cassiam and San Ebio. Tamana Cold War was one. Now, US 4 a day, Mr. B, ballistic Mr. B, I friend Jupiter, ABC Italy, Anabacons were taking. And Tianuna Soviet for no so yes, only Boko Cuba. And Titamana a snow, I was one, who said 1960 crowd by day, Cuba products near Dinas America for and patronize on BBR, answer Kennedy bar on Betua Betuno. The Kennedy bar, you know. Anna assembly by years, you know, your friend be say Cuban missile crisis, missiles na one day corner, quiet and same blah 1962, Nanka de a concrete baby as and mutin year harness. Tino agreement be break also. And I'm sad after the collapse of Soviet Union, USSR, agreement be break a course. And see one say, many dim my wishim, who's who dim my mission. If you say we are saying brain I two powers, there can be say hegemonia, just what region now to me, who influence or other countries, no, and as our friends now, Salajo, Tina, someone can be, and sometimes Omuti, as a business, we are weapons, near the Mawa, Nina Udineska. And you know, US for no dear, almost say USSR lebu, into Russia for no said woman country. Into Nkronk and Kitty and Neka Hunina, almost far quite be so. After so, I'm do almost part, almost group where I found NATO. In fact, America for establishing any Western powers and establishing NATO because of fear, not almost to say Russia, the Europeans, because almost Russia fitted a year USSR for. Into your base USSR Nuguyan. Countries in Kittina and Neka Hunina, Estonia, Estonia, name them, Omunino. Mapa kwan bi so na omde aiden ondo maba Europe nu a ompese omu nyina nso abe join your friends say NATO no na omu pese Ukraine ebebie na Ukraine ba na it say Western powers no enya akwan ban Russia aboboa no do bi say Ukraine na nkasa no oye powerful dada tema na USSR no ho no in fact warheads, nuclear warheads near Adinina, no, SCC baby, Ukraine for 1 man. Tell my US are no, one more nuclear weapons, no, Russia for toy. In fact, negotiation cost on the mount. But still, I only a threat. Russia for them will say, so my Ukraine for no coin. Now, one would we join NATO power. Nature say, no more we are another. Into any acquaint be also, and yadia on weapon on my day. Or my mom accord joining a NATO. In 2014, almost I say, man, a woman call for no separatists be no more Crimea near the Ekan or more. Near 10 say, your western part of Ukraine, any Russia for share border. Do go now on about 60% here, can Russia, to say Russia for now. Ain't you know, almost to Omakasa, so almost to Omonia Massey. Ain't you take advantage. Ewuremu ama Crimea no ebeye say no international community recognize it about Russia for the recognize as a country omo no omo dijuma ana was sign ama Donetsk for no any Luhansk for no omo so no separatists via ba Russia for not taking advantage so mo ebua omo mutimi occupy that those areas no Donbas Republic no esro ho no no omo gini nyina. Na say no, who say Ukraine for no person or more join it to the beer omutimi ewuremu a mo nkofo ba na o ma bese system na chese nko mu nipa be di ade no asɛ ne man fast presidents ahodo bi abeba na bi pro Russians and bi nso pro European Union na as a Western bloc and to say ntokwa ne de ni titru nyina ne sɛ Russia force omo mpre ama nkofo no Ukraine for no join European Union mo ma daja na bonten ama America for emeto nso so da atwense enti no omo plants nyina ne say eye Chernobyl ho ba bia na nuclear plant no wo no say kro omo activating from the national grid omo ji afa ho aba Niper river ho no no abesi aseo belita pa ho no nyina abesi Crimea ho sa no mo ye che so ma che omo animu mienu
sure
no ma occupy the other side no ma ja eastern side of Kiev no e dia ma European no e ba ne sa na che so omo timi pushi in case that actually NATO for private me abesi bibia na cross river ne ma e me ben omo na omo to me sa betimi aba Moscow abeha eno na Russia for ye.
Now Paul, I'll have maybe loads of questions, but for the purposes of your needs, remember bear 3 questions bina we and then Monday we'll look into all those questions because the rest of us here in Ghana yenya ye honti ase dia ekosu wi ase and this global world can no nice obi ni obi ya there and phobia ho by ne Russia ene ekrobi ye me Ghana mpo kunto kwa Ghana we must be bothered for the very reasons ya be global world. Question maybe from the readings and intelligence gathering, is the war pointing at decapitation of the Ukrainian government or is just about occupation? How are you reading it?
Near me who say for now no the actual occupation and no more. Even though initially na intelligence be say on person we na mo pamo aban no but ono no it says here no saban no kura baka say ono na kan oboa obe adopt non-aligned policy Russia for be jantokwan but baby oma plan so on be gene de omu njai on be jiwo say no mo yen so mo be bombu baby a facilities ni wo nyina omu say da achi anhwe nkofo no ebesan e dia ha omu no omu be say ni nyina nsa na omu boajo.
Now earlier now we'll make it points but let me frame it in a question there. Some considerable years back Russia planted its nuclear warheads in Cuba. The Americans warned Cuba to get rid of it or risk to face a catastrophic attack. The United States said this and the world kept quiet. In the same instances I bring you here closer, say, Russia is beginning to talk almost if not the same language this time around. Looking at the proximity of Ukraine, Russia, and then Ukraine, by force member of NATO, Russia feels much more threatened, if that is it. Dientina, NATO, Tintina or Pese, or ma Ukraine, ebe darling boy, and will not want to listen to Russia. Edru Nedia no so dia wo Cuba na America 4 years did it. And the world was quiet. Isn't this a double standard hypocrisy?
What kind of saying if you say powers in you be any mlasso international law no more fine juma. Intinia mo ya ne say or no between as an influencer only one fahu or feature the crowd the beba hono to German and no afa and you more try some back person Russia for pay akwebe mo pass. But one man can say who say one analysis on my own say omu nim no ye mistake do omu girema asem obeto omu no omu mpe anything na omu techira omu kekan omu ntimi wurem enti no enya de a omu betimi aye bibia senior kan double standard no ho ana o hwewi ase ntokwa nyina beba pa America fo ana de ntokwa ne ba about 80% omu ye say omu adopt policy bi e frɛ no say preemptive strike say nipa no baby a betimi akọ defend ho and George Bush can say the best way to defend is to attack into what or say Saddam Hussein a nuclear weapon or brand sabia protection bi nkofo bi hwewura mu na omko say kuro ni na Afghanistan sa no mu ye ya feature ha Libya ba be say ho nyina ewiase ye din obi ankasa So Vietnam ɔmo kɔ hɔ, Laos ɔmo kɔ hɔ, countries bebree a kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo asɛesɛe hɔ a ewiase yɛ din. Na Russiafoɔ no ayɛ te sɛ ɔmo paa na ɔmo aka ɔmo dua me na ɔmo aka tron baabi nti na ewiase fin sɛ ɔmo nka hwee fi sɛ USSR legu. But ɛyɛ owura Putin no wabɛn wɔ saa adwumadie no mu nti ɔmo sɛ seesei no wangyina hɔ anyɛ na ɔmo legacy na antena hɔ a NATOfoɔ ne Americafoɔ no ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo kɔnka wiase. They don't accept say we are in multipolar world. Western powers no no ndi nkɔmɔ ɔmo fin sɛ wiase no nyinaa yɛ ɔmo dea. Enti so ɔmo nya kwan akɔgye Ukraine hɔ dea na ɔmo bɛn Moscow dea. Moscow di nsɛmhunu bi a ɔbɛto abaabɔ no bi sɛ wobɛto abaabɔ Washington hɔ na ɔmo asom dada ba wɔde wogyina wɔn poa no so ɔmo sɛ ne ɛteɛ no ɛno nti na ɔmpɛ so ɔmo yaa nti ɔmo nya Ukraine dea ɔmo de nneɛma ahodoɔ kɔ akɔgu hɔ a ɛne Moscow wɔyɛ ne ho hwee yeye ɛba ne saa ne tumi a ɔwɔ ne nyinaa no so ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ nuclear arms bi o biribi ɔpɛ so ɔyɛ ɔntumi nyɛ ɔmbɛkɔ akɔsɛe no ɛno nti na ɔmo nso ani abere sɛ ɔmo mpere ma ne ma so sɛ ɔmo ma ne ba so pɛ ɔmo awie Russiafoɔ ɔmo ntumi nyɛ nneɛma papa biara bio nti ɛno nti na aba ne saa no na nya de a Russiafoɔ bɛpene ana nea ɔmo yɛ no nso no ama Chinafoɔ nso anya kukuduro a ɔmo nso Taiwan hɔ nso ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɛnkyɛ koraa ɔbɛto ɔmo nka wɔ hɔ
yɛbɛba hɔ very explosive one and we are keeping an eye on this one now
nti nea wei no mo yɛ no ayɛ power play ɛyɛ international influence international politics saa na ɛteɛ nti no Russiafoɔ no sɛ saa regional hegemony no influence a Asiafoɔ nso deɛ no saa nti seesei no ubu sami a ewiase no ɛnyɛ unipolar world bio ɛnyɛ tumi baako ɛyɛ US ɛyɛ multipolar world a yɛwɔ Russia yɛwɔ US and Western allies and then China seesei a no yi wɔn firi wɔn so a Indiafoɔ nso ba Pakistanfoɔ nso ba nti no sɛ ɛna ewiase no bɛkɔ nso ebɛnya multipolar world a ɛnyɛ one influence and ebetimi ayɛ sɛ wiase nyinaa ayɛ ne deɛ nti yɛahwɛ ne yɛ a tete nsɛm no Soviet Union benya influence ma ɔmo policies ne nneɛma bebree nkurunkuru bebree bɛ adopt ma ɔmo nso asɛ Western powers no interest ɛwɔ ebi a region bi a ɔmo nso pɛ sɛ ɔmo ɛsɛ to ɔmo what do you call influence wɔ ti saa na ɛbɛkɔ.
Great, Paul. My mema question way now. Try to interpret the mind of, because it's one of the very hardest thing as the Western intelligence agencies would want to crack to understand the mindset of Putin. It's been one of the hardest thing to do, how to go inside out of Putin's mind. However, it's also becoming a bit soft that intelligence analysts like yourself are able to interpret some of his language. And here I give you one. Try to make sense out of it and interpret it to us. Now, as you try to make a sense out of it, I don't know if this is a direct threat to the global world. Putin said, and I quote, top officials in leading NATO countries have allowed themselves to make aggressive comments about our country. Therefore, I hereby order the Minister of Defense and the Chief of the General Staff to place the Russian Army Deterrence Force on combat alert, unquote. What do you make of this?
International politics. Anna, ɔman bia a wɔwɔ nuclear weapon no serve as a deterrent. Ɛno nti na powers a ɔmo bi no ɔmo nko. Ɛno nti na Cuba Missile Crisis no ɛntimi anya yie saa no. Ɛno nti na Pakistan and India ɔmo henhama na ɔmo de ɔmo nsa ayɛ de abɔ hɔ. In fact, ayɛ te sɛ league bi te sɛ yɛmfa nsɛ Ghana ha na nsɛ yɛte sɛ Islogon Club obi apɛ sɛ ɔkɔjoin ni bi. Nti saa na ɛno nso teɛ. Ɛno nti ɔman bi apɛ sɛ ɔkɔ ɔkɔjoin ni bi a who influence sɛ international law nkyɛw. Region na wɔ mu the friend hegemony na bɛhyɛ wɔn nsɛm. Nti no obiara yɛ nsɛmhunu a woka kyerɛ sɛ wodi agora mɛprɛse button no wɔyɛ ɔka saa no abɔ Western powers no hu ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɔbɛyɛ but wɔde ahunahuna wɔ mu. Ɛno no
Paul, komu kakra, it sounds quite technical and more militarized. Dear na Putin pesa or catching we are say because here nuclear is mentioned here.
your person will catch it on say medical case area no answer na Putin by yes anyam no aye an assessment in risk assessment na aye wie economic factors ni nyina no hu say amanfo akọ covid mu aba into aye sa oil price no be koslo emfa no ho into aye ni niam ni nyina wie no hu say netofo ni nyina akra kampom so mbeba no so a omu ntimi no if you say netofo no aye frefre kobo omu ni standby army efe na Germany famra France famra menye sure say Germany dey bibi be koda because omu ni Putin no behind the scenes no aye bibi e ho enti wa hu say netofo ni ntimi nye hwe enti America fo ni bi on be say omu de niam beba ana aye wa dwen say o de niam beba be bia de be fa ba no kro be broku be say ho kra ansa wa ba nenti we ye won ne wo kiro say still na no o say timi no enti would wafoforo ba no so a owo kwan bia so say obe press button no enti wo ka kiro say men ben no ne wo ye ni jai ye won ne ode ma ho ba say be duro so obeto de menye sure so obet because when na dwen so obeto wi ase eni pe be wuo no ye nyina ye nso enti ni kra ebi kra ye nyina ye survive enti anya de obeto but ye won ne ode ma ho o kiro so mo nkai so wo bi say no mu so wo bi enti terms a omo nyina ate ase
I see. Putin and adwene shada nya papa sa o.
O dey be onto. Ne o se ate ase en say enye ono nkwa ne take decision.
Yeah.
O ba asomfo a omo na omo ka ewom. Baba tofo no mo omo na omo ka ewom. Na ono Putin ni na ye leader I say o di n'anyum aba. Ba un say Russia for no omo system no nte say US for no ne ade no. Nte to da bia na ye say you consider one say paranoid state.
So who is holding the codes?
I say in there. Russia for now.
What was that in the case of America? Quickly the Americans rushed to have the codes out of events saying Trump because, well, funny suspicion of that he may try to, even at a point, going to the Capitol Hill to do signing a subversion of the American events and power into a coup. Why do you think the world gets so scared when nuclear warheads, nuclear armaments, start coming into play? And this showdown, they get scared. But at the same time, it also begs the question: DNT and manufacturers for what? Paul.
Factors and endorsement, but the main issue here is so being to me will be a new. So be answered, yes, or mobile putting a catcher and some movie, would draw mobile met trouble, and we are back on or the bond home buying. And I could say a level be a wood a prestige. Just say, oh, your mind or some boy, we are so be a boo who was car because they are this kind area and also come home. Anna Obiso or man, who share pygmy states now. Almost a small state of Ubit say North Korea say. Offense or no Nankasano. Why outcast. Na I feel so we are a crap on any on tran baby no one and one yan in Yama. Into one who say what they are born who buying because at the yes idea. Who Israel say ya. Baby or one, I say office at time for can who is here. Even though public no omo admit say omo kutabi, ben so omo will be. Enti ono no owo bisa no. Na momo ya time for amotwa no hia. Na say wo nsuro, oye bibia wo nsuro, ehu bia afiri no. Ebi say wo ya no aka kiro say, "Eh, mo ya meto o." Enti bibia bia na waja. Enti ni nyina ne say ye mu de ye e de enye ewiase tumi de bom ho ban. Say ne be ya obi enti ma emedi nuclear weapons.
Now, Paul, maybe this is our last question. We now a few rest. There is a standoff between America and China, and the middle ground is Taiwan. It does appear Australia is trying to give a helping hand, as it does in alliance history. How is this going to pan out on the global stage in the coming days, weeks, months, possible years?
And send your whole history to you know. China for budget. Also Australia there, and now almost cooperation be a friend of 5 eyes.
Yeah.
Intelligent cooperation US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. And you know, near US could be an almost a Western IF or Nubia, block Nubia. Any New Zealand on the core a US affair. And when it comes to intelligence and so on, a New Zealand for it to me China for power or Australia for.
Yeah.
And in a honor, I China for say, woman you will papa. But I want the Taiwan idiot, South Street idiot, where they are China for budget. If you say 7 years, banging, okay, military spending China for any near or more year. Nina say almost original hegemony, no, send American, almost palm bring for US for M50 in some Asia. MS Yenny Yasa dear. Person almost say a hands dear, Yenny will influence, and to get American influence or Latin American and Northern America. And for one tab by Ma Asia. Japan are the party, and I'm in North Korea, dear. You're the kind of Tomabano, and you will be now begins to move higher bachelors against you too, and one China for person.
Since here, I can say North Korea, it to me every now and then, or testy, nay, missiles, and reports and suggestions say, with me, are constructed ICBU. So then it means or a threat to the Western world, correct? Obey me at none of Canenwa, Yemfenko see her now. I am much closer to launch. Sisi and obey me at North Korea and can destroy one American major city, correct? North Korea threat.
Oh, yes, I didn't crash it. Oh, yes, I didn't. And I make a choice, so I don't know why a pygmy state.
Yeah.
And I was signing a friend of Parayano, what I said, or no, you state to be a Nicromo democracy in Yeduma, power nation in some. I know no human rights is some
authoritarian or your pay.
And you have no fan crowd, then buy will be the idea. Which will cool any more cabinet, Kuno cabinet, and no one say, or no, on the sun, so I be obeku money and India. Ain't in your pen or ye. And I say, we are see upon to an also shame fan, why Giatu. I mean, Yamsika, I mean, fan Toby, and we find you the way up on the air. Wow, Pesa Obano, no make me as watcher. If you say, who say, Hono, omni South of Hono, a bosh, no, yes, South Korean. Anna, South Korean, who show more, ammonia more, even no more military no crano, a US for do ya.
Say, Chrono, North and South America, if we are a cocoa, coaching.
I know, almost per se, almost yes, I know, Putin some person making sure, say, almost prema. US former ASI many because one more experience across Asia on. Ain't no more yes, ain't no North Korea there on or retire on in it. Or no dear on what tell baby name of bar any or the Bishia. Tisan on why and
oh, sir, Donald Trump ever sitting during the tenure in office.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of, why the world superpower United States and so to me call North Korea, I say. What was that significant arrangement?
Say we are saying, we superpower. Idea our person will share and our yen say, Omasum Drieba. Therefore, will be our fin say, or by Hawagan, or Fakwa Biso, Nanka, Ubetimia. Only a transit dada, and only an Indian, I beg Jeffrey, and some of our Jeffrey. I need dear,
or the Fed.
Or the Fed, I won't win history until I had the Obepe. And oh, yeah, yes, and a that called, Yanya, Yamesia, a young call form visit Yanya exchange program was so on pay. We American, you call or several Ponecra, Camless also, and pensing whom be and he was a catch up. It is out of the watch, or no, the only entertaining any Western powers. No, on no moon here you cry.
Now, may Vince, another question, then last one, Putin has said that NATO, adding nations to the alliance, that includes countries that border Russia, is seen as a significant threat to his country's interest and security. Is this a legitimate call?
Countries no
yeah.
Belarus no Italian for friend Belarusia no. Omo kwa na I to say omo ne way for ne fine pa. And to sha Chernobyl hono no. Russia from do tools na bia kofa hono sa e back here for na bedu Bovari Honum, and son about Nepa River Honus Adin.
Yeah.
Tino, send your almost same Kwan, or your country, dear, or my imagine say, almost the Ombibiane, Russia for. Now, countries now cannot have Estonia, ne, Lithuania, no money, I didn't Latvia for no near Dominion, I imagine say, almost the Sabe Russia for no, omni and only idea Honum says here. And you know, show man never Warsaw Park, Nana. I just saw my Russia for no, but Russia no and fan home. When she kick crowd going near. And when you say near man, and Muslim and sanctions are very affected by CCR crown. A year forecast them call 4 year no crown and say Russia for no crown. I want and say 1 man shiny year. Oil price no, a better $300 I ain't check. A banner sabi and here for near who betray.
Remember what we ended up with the oil, no, and it impact in all of these discussions. We are looking also primarily the impacts this whole thing is going to have on the global markets, trickling down to Africa. Yes, you can be new. Yeah, Paul, do you sense? You sense, and again, do you figure Third World War is imminent?
David. Okay,
great.
And you know, make a chance and say nuclear powers, no, a nuclear weapon, a deterrent, into 2 years lawyer, and yadia movie abe press a button. For now, dear, I don't see Third World War coming.
Okay.
Because near Russia, 4 person, and say Western powers, ya bremo, mumpem baby internet, my mom, my buano. Most of them bad dear, mess say baby, I'm be boom buchiano. I'm over now, I afford only at a chain or I'm going to mean yes. I'm most of them by yes, I'm messing up a good into all the check room, baby beer or things on betting IBBiano. So I know I'm 99 or best say home in a van or a cake.
But don't you also sense from the intelligence gatherings there, this is an act of provocation and it can lead into something a VA push and pull. Let's fight.
Provocation on which part?
On the part of the Western powers, you know, Air Force is still to have Ukraine on the alliance radar.
Yeah, and Untina Putin a catcher one, and he talks on number also. Western powers need jai Ukraine push you up now some wherever. And I was say Ukraine for Nanka Sansono, Sabi, almost you know who said, or Kunya Air Queen, your friend Western powers, your mama. Even though be a real Mwabeshe Ukraine for entire or more condia, but Omono, I had to was saying, and there was one man to one who has said, and Topano and Yadia on betting age now, because went to me Russia for and no monk. Na fe omu jai na catch and say, ye them could be na omo adopt sa non-allied policy, no more tom baby to say, Sweden no more nay, Finland, no more tom baby. So be uncle count to cut. Yan sa some Java. But say Russia big idea, and yet there will jai. And ya do be jai.
Now, Paul, quickly, Emsa, I do escape you there. Share a Warsaw Pact, which was a military alliance and a balance of power. No, America, for my respect, is our Warsaw, pact.
Oh, say good.
Okay.
USSR good ya and good.
Okay.
But Temana, a Wahona, USSR not. A powerful now Ukraine winning now. In fact, Saberno or Mayana US full strong pie Ukraine for no. You say Ukraine one and then near many now and near my papa in fact, woman or moon winning dear no more yes, I near my doing now. But USSR collapse, and Russia for no toss near many. This is Ukraine for nation enemy. Almost technology needed, but almost shared enemy. Into almost sites near ma NATO for na plans on the Baba yet a missile defense system no one. What not Russia for person almost 7.
Do you from your intelligence lenses, is it like America Pesoyena or building a nuclear plant? Apart from the nuclear power, no? Nuclear facilities with Ukraine that can pose threats to Russia.
Our main objective, because he say take if one woman beyond the surface.
Yeah.
Once the first and uncle was a Jupiter ballistic missiles and Italy Turkey. ana say Turkey for ne Putin na say omo hwebom enti no so omunya Ukraine na nka beboa ho na nka timi amoma control Moscow enso no enya de Russia for bepen enti na ama na yes but omo be back because enya de omo back down because enya de omo hwe say enkofo no be koso because they say no omo akotest no omo nsai Putin no nya sabe bayira abluwajo
so sanctions are yet to Sweden, including the Russian oligarchs. How is it going to affect them? Is it just on the surface? Is it scratches on the surface and has a strong impact in the making?
No, I have assessment in every. And I say, no, one more cancer oil, no oil, be 300. One a best offer. Or castle or set pipe, gas pipelines, or winning, I hear for the best offer. Germany for you for best offer. So
is there because Wakati Germany if you're Nord Stream pipeline closed. Send a review after millions of dollars.
And you know, Western powers no woman say be do baby no say men na Putin no man san na ensanye net no obey almost this sanctions ni ade North Korea to man sanctions on the baby.
Yeah.
And you know sa states na omo fa France democracy in shada nya dwuma na omo to on there omo sa na man fa omo ho because here na be high say bi answer enema cost right Ghana yesu so enya Ghana fo ni besu wi ase nyina e besu eno ni ade a wo se omo hu say omo aye omo adwen so omo ye Putin na Putin no so emfa no e mum ni ye be sofa eno na wo se omo hwe
Paul ye do be see her enne na Monday abeto us because ye pese ye ma Ghana fo nya ehu dia ekọ sense say enne na be a global world kanene na obi omo ye na emfa ye ho ba ne ka bomu ne wonwa sisi a ne se wode be wie no wo ka se enne Ghana fo yenso ye be sofa. Give us an impact this war if not ending anytime soon. The impact is going to have on us, and even if no care is taken, it can cripple or grill our economy.
Yenhwe emlan to ane yadehye kra no umusua de wo Ukraine. Say so ma desua aban ka wabo ho nyina se aye bibia ho.
That's correct.
Komu wie school e bia next 2 years 3 years awon ba dinim de na bebo Ghana. Say akokonko ho. To so bi Ghana for do na di twako Ukraine ho. Ukraine for no so yankofo bi a eba enuane sami ade no Europe ba bi bebre omnom sopra ho. Eneni nyina so oyeden ebika efise dodo na ombe adwuma no omutu o man ye de fan won yemen so ban so a eno kra de na asasem no kra ewiase ba bia ene wo ton di sa fan mu bia ni ade ena mu ntokwa yiti be kosoro ama ye nyina ye ho akire sei okota de a obi so akoto banche afiri nsawom no de abankran kane na etu series ene transport na akosoro enti ode bi beto so eba ne sa obi abetoto ne niam so enti ebe affect ye nyina ayam hihie nso se ne ebi nka so third world war ba enti obi wo hono mokra eniam bi a woso ye onye obi so omesha se bedu ba bi no omeka so eniam me ho do aduane ne nkofo ahyase ho do aduane no mu se ne ntokwa beba de a eche se wiase eniam ba ye pasa eno ntina ye bompa ye se enlu ho ba minim se enlu ho enya de bedu
Great, and ya de bedru ho. For question way to dream, but Monday ube yanozem. In all of this playing, do you think the world order should be rewritten? Paul.
No, dear, me my own Monday queen. I was saying, so if you ask them, will be any delay. Now me at my Monday, I bet was out.
Great one, Paul. Meda was Papa. Great one, very sharp, very intelligent guy. Yeah, there was Papa with any insight.
Yes,
Great. Paul Coonley, Boateng, or a security and intelligence analyst. And Komoi. When you Monday, we still want to gauge this Russian-Ukraine war because Minimoka says still report. Air Banach say the war is intensifying in all angles. Just more shells, artillery shells, bombings. Nipa idwani tuto wirem kwayemu esiremu mipomu nsuomu Russia ho ne hi efene say Ukraine ho no omi na obi ape ba bia fa are hu yi pa da be was it a Saturday na me hwe na akola bi a ya hihye no ne hu se kuntan se na akola yi ko no su no wo su
Just who baby I never pan any mame afa. Ebi we asne kono no. Na wo hwe baby a North Korea genesis here ya. North Korea atena sidin ni dwuma bia di say America and a target into one manufacture a warhead ono a to ni din say ICBU, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. Or 2 year na edru America ni major city or kwase ekuru no. Na ubisa ho say nti ehimfa na wiase ekoi eranom. Yesu ye te Ghana ho. Ye dia na ye kan say ndizia o si hey ye dia kwakosi 27 chip compound. Hey, na MPP swaba yensu ya one district, one factory, one wine. Can you imagine this politics? What is playing at the world stage? Oh, they are not talking about one district. No, one see 27 chip compound. No, what is playing at the global stage is what you call who has the global hegemony. That political preponderance to be able to stage it and say, I want to control S. I want to control this at this time. And we are seeing now to hell with Obi Anko baby. Can you imagine? And then the year can once move. The say 12th century politics here, yeah. Emu mabo. Hey. Hey, I didn't know today. Well, SMP, my guest on this studio, I am Fritz Moses, or a research analyst institute for energy and security. Onosu baby, BMU on the global market. All these and more coming up. Shannon said, little style massage for some countries or more, dear bam. 20% discount throughout months, but still, this includes additional relaxation massage, royal thigh massage, aromatherapy, therapies massage, hot stone massage, herbal ball massage, body scrub, and foot massage. There are let's style massage for a culture and I say couples are mobile ban, mobile friend temne, bemamu discounts mini idea. Come any location number 8 Cairo Street, number 8 Cairo Street, our East Legon, Bombardiana Richmond, Frewomo, any of the weekends, and I say why free our holidays, Bombardiana Freya Lutu style massage. It was 0553 391 729 and 0500 940 075. Na bombardier so betimi so a contact mo Facebook and Instagram at Little Style Massage GH. Now no more AD and come on. Vicdan Healthcare and so the Liver and the Kidney Foundation on a war ma with me yarebi to say fatty liver, kidney stones, kidney cyst, hepatitis B, C, and all the infections, sexual transmitted hepatitis B, hypertension, prostate enlargement, menstrual cramps. Ni na yare. Now, I say, Uba laboratory equipment in India, Suzunia diagnosis in Yama Wedrono, or say Bomodiana Bra, or She Idrumasia, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Ubenya war Spinters Road, Coca-Cola Runabout, Fidelity Bank, Ninja, behind Standard Chartered Bank, and Vigdan Ewo. Na untimi mwa untimi mba so friend book an appointment on 0549 951211 and 0502661346. The WhatsApp line is 0273199. No also the WhatsApp message befa 0240 550899. Me WhatsApp line no 550899. Eddie amount. My guest always studio Research Analyst Institute for this. Now, before Ubebemino, let's give some perspectives and foundation to where food security in this war. Ukraine, omu produce the world, but it's very instructive. Say a master, then help you coming in. We look at some fundamental of war and be if are fighting. So to us as Africans, one, Russia is the largest wheat exporter in the entire world and exports $8 billion worth of grains every single year. Unimza. Why in America chosen to Kwawi? Yahum, fire pa. Russia exports $8 billion worth of grains every single year. Number 2, Ukraine is the 5th largest an exporter, about $3 billion worth every year, and considered the bread baskets of Europe because 71% of its land is agriculture, and that harvest land is the size of Italy. Ukraine is you. Listen to me carefully. So the proximity of this war is likely to disturb us badly. Neduane ba ku bi ameme pepper anhwa yensa anhwa yentimi ni ne bread o. Bread is wheat and e dey anamebo Moses. The atosumiensa. Ukraine is also the biggest exporter of seed oil and sunflower oil. Both countries, both Russia and Ukraine, export 25% of the entire world wheat. Ukraine also produce oil, seed oil, sunflower oil. Enti yebeye aduane yehia oil e de ayeni nano dodo no ano ohoni free afi yesi on for oil ni enye ibio yensu ne nkube we nkube coconut oil mponchi yempo Ghana ha de nkube twa yehu ehia wa ha nya asem kito o nti mum yenye fence nkube oil coconut oil ni export to debi nkube udru street here kube keke a ye betie ni apam nsuo ma ya num o ni de kube no akoye oil no and the kube kure price kube ya 5 cedis. Can you imagine? Meanwhile kube ya ntim free baby o Ghana ha ya o Nimi Chrome Elmina for Tikube and Udru Elmina how be to Kube 2 cedis 50 pesos. Aden. Just say one tiasia enye. Sunflower oil if for Ukraine. Now say Ukraine Russia, Ukraine also no. One more exported 25% of the entire world wheat. Okay? Now 95% of Ukraine grain export go to where? Middle East and North Africa countries. And you won't say the whole of the Middle East belt and in North Africa, Mali, Hornomni, Edeba Damianum. Wheat a kohona if Ukraine. Says I am fan kohobio. Now Egypt gets almost 85% of its wheat from Ukraine and Russia. Into Asama to Egypt for. Imagine how many countries are going to be affected in this war. All of them caught in the crossfire. Tunisia relied on 50 to 60%, saying 50 to 60% its import of wheat from Russia and Ukraine. This is Tunisia obeying. Turkey imports around 75% of its wheat from Ukraine and Russia. Now, in 2019, Egypt, Turkey, Bangladesh bought about half of Russia's entire wheat production. As is here in Bangladesh, so we hear wheat, the IRDB agent, say, Nafan say, you know, in all of this, you have to also calculate the supply chain. So if Ghana, business dealers, Bimpo, Eco Turkey, and now Bangladesh, Eco Fabibu, wheat here, the supply chain is cut off now. This is the global impact. Now, Russian and Ukraine are also the major wheat suppliers to 1. Nigeria, Lebanon, Yemen, and Sudan. So the question remains, what impact will the sanctions of blocking Russia's trade arrangement going to have on the countries around the world? These are sanctions here. Nigeria for here. Nigeria for deep bread for China African country bia. Asama to omni. Now, currently, Turkey has now blocked passage to Russia fleets through the Black Sea Strait, which they control. And when the flow of grain, the world's largest exporter, is disrupted, this has a significant effect on the cost of food, and food price rapidly rises, which is occurring right now. Now, Belarus is the second largest exporter of potassium fertilizer in the entire world. Farmers across the world need it because it increases crop productivity and yield, so they can feed the world. And yes, as you see, as fertilizers, she said, Belarus is being sanctioned now because of its role in Russia's war. So in turn, farmers don't get the fertilizers and their crops are drastically reduced, which raises food prices, make poor people starve. It means we can conclude at this time, say, this war equals global food and security. And if it spells over in NATO countries, major catastrophe in the whole global world. Did we go, did we come? The war equals the entire existence of life itself being threatened. Moses, where are we now?
We the make say because in essence, you know, the young say yes, even though sanctions are US, the EU and other countries, they are to Russia, so no, it is intended as a purpose. The couldn't here and say, Yama Russia for Putin, a president, and who say, my fortune and which room into the or Ukraine coming down. Also, as US, as EU, and all of us, all over the world, you all feel the impact because at the end of the day, you know, the economic muscle of Russia in the global economy, you know, is so huge. Say anything be able to cut them off, no bit me affect you, but in some international analysts there can they say it is a risk we are willing to sacrifice because at the end of the day, you know, Osha in summer and I say in Kosovo, Ukraine, say amount for their livelihoods have been taken away from them. They have been sacked from their countries. Saying a while in the beginning, you know, about 2.2 million people have been reported by UN. Say almost few Ukraine entering neighboring countries, Poland, Hungary, Romania, Moldova, Latvia, and other countries, Germany. And so these are the consequences. Yes, looking at the sanctions are banned. They are acquiring the existing trade infrastructure and the trade routes are say EU and some products from Russia, Africans you do all those routes, you know, would be curtailed. You know, because of the fear of the sanctions and the fact that it will be kind of you fronting the war because BP, the British Petroleum. Recently, around just within this week, with Russia's operations in Moon. It was because even though when the war had started 2 weeks ago, they were still operating there, but protested by from their own citizens, from people all over the world, say, "At the end of a month, we're trying to free or exit mobiles, exit, Shell, Total, with you." So why was BP still there? And so they were forced to say almost with the operations in Russia, and these are the repercussions. I mean. And unfortunately, you know, what I believe is to communicate the impact of the sanctions on we. Because at the end of the day, yes, Russia will feel the pain of it. I mean, in the first week, I announced the initial sanctions. And we said Russia had to even show up the inflation figures to about 20% because Putin knew the effect it could have. on normal economy, and so increasing inflation rate was going to a bit stabilize the economy. But of course, in the long run, you're seeing a depreciation of the GDP by about 30%, 30% in the long run.
Yeah.
That would happen. It would affect the economic activities and amount for their livelihoods and all that. But at the end of the day, to read the global economy, we in Africa, to say particularly in the Northern Africa, they rely so much on imports from the Eastern European countries, Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Turkey, and all those countries surrounding those areas. We also feel the impact. And at the end of the day, it will trickle down to in Africa, because in EU due to the scarce resources of money in Europe, in Western Europe, they tend to rely more on Eastern Europe, Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, and all the other countries that are around those areas, for some imports. And because so in Africa, we usually export finished, raw products, then import finished products. And finished products from Europe. We consider all the increments they also experiencing from Eastern Europe.
This is a very, very instructive, Moses. You've said something very sharp. Because and you're my importing a finished product. Cost effects near very high.
Yeah. Because for instance, Ghana you two oil
Yeah.
But oil you even a liter of it, a drop of it because in Ponaso no you two oil no.
You two oil will main
vessel.
Hey.
Then we'll go and import petrol, diesel, and LPG.
Help me understand something, and forgive my quote unquote my ignorance. Why is it a drilling oil and then we cannot utilize our own oil? Explain this to me.
Well, I think the fundamental issue is the political will, because
is it because we don't have a refinery? We have. Or it's obsoleted. What is it? But what is a Tamoya refinery? Is this about to they want to knock it off?
Oh, it's already been. I mean, for the past 7-8 months, I mean, they even said the tanks are water or refining. Say for the they're not working. And you know what said they just store for BDC. Someone they petrol in diesel. No, most store the Nesika can get salaries. So aside that, the real purpose of refining.
So is somebody thinking or somebody is not?
Because our leaders know what they are supposed to do somewhere, but it is the will.
And Ghana, 65 years. 65 years, hooray!
I see the idea because the command say you see you describe a shit time oil refining man. And as to whether you'll be able to manage it even now going forward with government's revenue and they're bedding, because since 1963 at the oil refining I mean, what has been the
1963
the assumption, and I said the aim in the oil refinery can produce 45,000 barrels of crude oil per day. I mean, when it's even running at peak, and you're even up to 25,000.
It begs the question: is it about management problem? Is it about the technical know-how? Or all put together, shake together, run over? Which of the above?
I think, sir, I don't think it's largely technical. The margin is largely it's been managerial, because even in the last 6-7 years, there's been a consistent change of management for about 7 times. I mean, so every year you change management.
Problem here is Skadi.
So be about the call for our employer. So the core mandate of ensuring refine oil, because say fuel boy cost petrol diesel boy cost not just say it is because you have to money.
Exactly.
And if you are subject to international market price indicators and as fluctuations, certainly your economy will not be controlled by you.
Exactly. So Moses, I can agree with you, sir, to a large extent. In world market prices of oil, air cost free. Into yen be a little cushion kakra meboa. Sisi ana wofata de we bia brem ha say, wo hwe ade air cost for London as we speak right now wofata for London. And all the buy na just say 163.9. And akwa kudru saying 173.9 with a rapid speed.
Yes. And
what's going on?
It's serious, because from
in London,
and yet I mean, Uko USCCR gas is 4.97, the highest ever. in their history. Because usually, cost 3.5, 4.9, almost 5. And it's and there's no indications here about from. It's even I think I call West. Ghana in the last 2 weeks from just said the ending of February. ABC and the price of petrol international market was by 25%. In the way imagine Ghana didn't be so. The next price window next week. And so you can just oppose and then be so.
Great. So Moses, are you therefore suggesting, sir, there are bad times ahead?
Worst times.
Worst times,
actually.
Considering the fluctuation of the foreign currency now, the dollar, the city cannot appreciate the dollar and all of this. Is a dollar and then I'm 7 point something.
Because and I mean, unfortunately, in the last price window, the second price window of February, dollar depreciated 4.3. By Endra, a depreciated 4.8. And you can just imagine, and the price of fuel, the petrol in diesel cost over 20%.
Great. Moses, hold it there. Great. My guest, Fritz Moses, a research analyst, Institute for Energy and Security, giving some brilliant perspectives and analysis on all what is spanning at the doors of Russia and Ukraine against the backdrop of its impact. Say, how is the world economy going to perform? And in this case, Ghana is not out of the equation as far as the global markets force are concerned. Stick and stay, short break, and I'll be right back.
Every day be summer, it be the run away. Keeping up, I come again.
For enquiries and bulk purchases, contact 0200-111101. Drink responsibly, not for sale to persons under 18 years, not recommended for pregnant women. This advert is FDA approved.
First clinic say eba sciatica no every usisi mu kono a woto ase ho no ntina fa usrem ekosi wo na ase ho no ebo betimi atutu ama wo ankasa wo hu ba bi enye enti 21st clinic wo mu na ye sciatica expert e wo Ghana ha wo mu de bibiduro so ho bibiduro ankasa ene besa o yade no masa de machine aka ho yade bibiduro ka ho ne asa de wato machine so ya san ya o massage bi ye wi a herbal treatment yade awono ama ho e sciatica 21st clinic na ye expert a wotu ase Ghana ha ba bia wo mo ho enkran domi market wo ho heavy do dan ni mo ho ena kuma senso ahia wudu session so wo mo na nue dwabo so wo mo ho sunyane ni wenchi ni ba bia nkranza 0540311311 0540311311 That's a 21st clinic. Woman is sciatica expert.
Great, welcome back. And we've done so far 2 legs of the journey. And my guest tonight, Fritz Moses, a research analyst, Institute for Energy and Security. Now, you zero down into the Russian-Ukraine war. Now, actually, the perspectives and analysis, panning all this on the global stage. Baby, I'll be a ship. We are see baby, I'll be a require, I'll be first, will be baby, afa, none home, I had any autonom. Now, Moses, yeah, Shani say ya. Ghana, yen Ghana hakakra. Ahochire ye be ko masne ye ko break na waka say ye embrace ye ho much more, better times ahead of. But I do know that Ghana yen so ye ton oil and kakra. Inti kakra na ye beton ye crude oil na ye beton. Ye ntimi fam kushin ye ho baby ana.
I mean, at yes, yaka for some time. Say because Ghana ye ton crude oil. Say command say oil bo kosra.
Yeah.
Yen so ye benefit. I mean, what's the government's projection for this year in the budget read November last year now?
Yeah.
A bunch of said the oil price ejina $62, 61 point some figures, but $62
Yeah.
A buy will be fine. But mean it's go bed at new for the year end 2022. But fortunately, wow, it's like I see as a double of what you expect. And so then what we are seeing is that you are getting more, you are getting excess because this year prices they do by $140 per barrel.
The answer you benefit kind of.
Exactly. So we are benefiting. You are buying Yanisika, obeying here for the year even more than what it's expecting. And so the I can say, sa excess na winyano. Omom kofa petrol in diesel bound. Omoboka because
finished products.
Because I mean the expectation is that prices are this way from the last window, but we go then the prices have increased. Or say a top up at the extra cost at the bar. The money banner, cost no money or some the car price no. And unfortunately, some money bar. On baby do not see the national on the Natiaba
form.
Sometimes it become because they were torn in cities, but torn in dollars. And so the two costs no ebe kawa my prices no cost at the pumps. And so to prevent that no, all government Ghana when you in excess from the sale of crude oil no. I mean, some importers and BDCs, not more muse, Sika Meniani, a cowboy is saying, where the ODS, and entity so. Send me a bayer, on beton, ama OMC's filling stations now.
Yeah.
Bear the same price, then you'll be stabilized at the pumps. Because, government, we've been saying for the past 1 year, say, you taxes in every also in yet. What you did was rather add more and increasing some of them. And so also when you're the end, excess now when you're from a year, November, December, January, February, this year,
it's enough to balance the
sheets. You can meet them on your windshield, like I say, Sika Menyani, Unauthorized saying, maintain free so, say, no be on tunnel, because at the end of the day, all governments cannot be making all the money and we the consumers to be suffering because the assumption they say it's all too fango, too oil or hadia. And can you say you benefited by refining it and reusing it because a cana in importing the freight charges, the insurance costs, the premiums of the car price on premiums on margins at filling stations. Almost of course they also had their margins. But if I can say you're refining oil no because that freight anyway, so I mean they wouldn't go through all the long processes. Insurance payments they'll all be reduced, and so they'll be at a cheaper rate, cheaper cost than what we are seeing now. Algeria, that's what they've done perfectly, and so they're able to depend on their local refining capacity. Nigeria had that, but COVID by they have to shut down most of the refineries. Now, most started some revival because of the shortage in fuel we experienced from the beginning of this year, and prices are costly. But we and your leaders are buying should be able to do if you're not willing to take off tax.
I stand to be corrected, sir. Since Russia invaded Ukraine, I think today is day 12, so we are still in the early stages. Yeah. Moses, from your research and security standpoint, what do you foresee to us it were? Us as Ghanaians, much harder times ahead of against the backdrop of fuel prices back cost because it's here no the BDCs no bekum collected here Russia, one of the major supplier gas and oil, also was shutting the pipes near there, so it then becomes an exercise for the BDCs to now go scout out there and get it. Yebenyanzwa possibility of there aha way there was through and still you hear oil as some lifted it back. And don't know how is that going to change our system in the coming days.
Fortunately, the idea you want to say when these sanctions from last 2 weeks, because Russia was aware, and I mean, of course, they had preempted say ABC, and so what they planned or what the actions have been is they've reduced their oil prices, or more oil or more a few or more reduce it, but obviously better. But the sanctions that I mean it comes with it, you will not want to engage with it, and see, even though they have the assets, internet is just somewhere within this week, beginning of the week, China and Airto, most of it, because they can take on the sanctions that may before them. But Ghana, we are into me, looking at our economic status. But certainly, the price increment, it's good for producers. It's good news because they all want to make money. Of course, Saudi Arabia is here, and I will say they want to make so much money. As much money as they can make from the current economic situation, because they are projecting prices to fall considerably in the next 2-3 years because of the energy transition and the fact that say oil is what actually boosts the economy and so more their economic empowerment and in those countries, in UAE, in the Middle East and all. And so there may be options available for us to consider, but most of those options would still be feeling the increasing prices, because the oil trading is more like a speculative market, like the stock market. It is if there's any news out there, BBRC oil traders will start reacting. They will react, and usually they react positively to what we may consider say a bad news. So when they react positively, just prices in the cost, and usually a cost. Consume, and they benefit because of increase.
Should Ghana be concerned because Russia, Ukraine are fighting?
Certainly. I mean, in the beginning, we import majority of wheat from, all the imported wheat from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, fertilizer, oil, gas from Europe, if you want an neighbor. And so, Sakobane said there are supply disruptions. This year, in those fertilizer factories in Yan. Those who are among two fango. They say you don't know what you are doing with yourselves, because the first priority is your safety rather than your business, and now we do my way. And so the supply disruptions are there. The trade routes that we used to know, existing routes, are no more there. And Turkey has already banned the movement of Russian vessels on the Black Sea. And so wherever they go past Biano, it means extra cost. In a Suez Canal, you blockade. You say for South Africa, it means an extra trip.
And it comes with cost, isn't it?
Exactly. And the cost will also be passed down to you, the consumer. So are you willing? At the end of the day, the implications economically are far-ranging.
Far-reaching consequences.
And now the conversations are cost to say, if US decides to increase their inflation rates, then you see the put them because it will be worse for several currencies. And if that happens, then it means, almost most countries, even though yes we can do it internally, it will be very difficult, and we may have to resort to the use of Bretton Woods institutions.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, we'll be pushing now towards the IMF, the World Bank, the Rothschilds, the Windsors, all these satanic groups hanging around. Won't pay a this year, some way too. And then the Supreme Court and my vet is there. Speak a bit to me at all, but you see, hey, and you man there. I don't know what's going on here. Great Moses, we are just another for another day. Now, looking at question, considering the GDP of Russia right now, I want you to give us some fair analysis. How possible it is it going to be for Russia to bounce back on the world stage, trade and all of that? Again, the reference point and the GDP. Spanish jingle capsules may recommended the amount of Bombardiana improve the anti-aging, improve memory, mental sharpness, increase blood flow to the brain. Doctors say mframa ntimi anko adwen we mu a within 3 minutes stroke you gone ebe fight wrinkles mu a mota especially man no stress nkubisa na afi wenim bobo apone potholes bebem ni ade ni na nom na wrinkles so den yo enya entuto ewirem ne kwayem na honto Spanish garlic mixture no so capsules ne blend with 16 different herbs ne dia yo no mo so de ye ka wa han se cedri ni na one ayo Spanish garlic capsules ne mixture no kabomu a na che se be fight onan ase atatai offer plane less than 30-minute flight to Kumasi yedri ntimi mfa no in free plane mu nsi form this year man so de ba sam ne na asi na atatai obi wo mo woda na dwo a none wo wentimi andani na ye frequent urinating ukuta deben obesity bad cholesterol nya de papa hypertension tise nime pi ene halitosis nka ewo nenum skin itching obiare no huna ekeka no yare ni na no asi ebetu abra wo de Spanish enro no garlic mixture no anase capsules no ede ayi wedro no na ho ato kama edre wupe bi na wetu anase wato a pharmacy bi e ben obia no obinya bi ho anaso se ko eye Accra Okanshi drug lane ho Hallow Herbal for bi Tenated Herbal Angel Herbal King's Walk Pharmacy and Reparations Herbal Wedama Herbal Kus Pharmacy House of Drugs Chicard Pharmacy and a dependable Bomadena contact 0266 114 111 normal enco GP1 Herbal Beverage and also a drop worldwide management or more London airborne kaise benomedre na immune system no and lifting no an immune system booster at that essence so ebe boama energy level na akosro ebe hohoro moja na mo clean the blood ebe support prostate and then ebe yi arthritis and so ifri ho GP Herbal edre worldwide management for say from or outside London ube free plus 447424 534161 afi yemra Ghana starting with Kumasi no be reach 0244 934 143 and 0243 146 172 oba Accra 0596 056 332 and 0249 113750 and 0277521622 UK also your direct line 0790 35044426 and USA and also your direct line 016147439595 Canada phones your straight line 016476800402 ebiomo say ubetimi nso aba eye Omana FM ana na 2 TV premises ya ana still Kumasi ko eye Wontumi TV ana radio premises ya wasukwa ana Promise Heba ana Yoruba radio ubenya bi ewo Franco Trading Enterprise, hooray! Your leading mobile phone accessories and electronic retail outlet. Or sebra, a phone ben out iPhone, Samsung, Nokia, smartphones, and all kinds of tabletop fridges, baby, and so your air conditions ranging from 1.5 horsepower to 2 horsepower, and I say 2.5 horsepower. Bomodiana contact almost say discounted, Nina nationwide discounted. Now they all catch on and say,
straight end, right? Okay. Okay, last one.
yankopon ya domo Monday yeba be twasona yede aye. My little girl says that you have not mentioned my name. I'm Amiku's baby, Sharon. Great. My main king can say Putin would be the Antichrist the Bible talked about in Revelation 13, 12, 14. Generational TV. Putin definitely doesn't care about his citizens. How can you go to war in this modern world? As someone I can wait. Hello, Netu TV family, Babs Cooker.
In some ceasefire arrangements had been made already between Russia and Ukraine. For the Ukraine side, because the route that the ceasefire was implemented for finding into either Russia or Belarus. It's just Russia or Belarus. And they are Ukraine would not want its citizens to enter because at the end of the day, so we could do what just said. It's more like they giving away their citizens to a minor fight against them. So they said they wouldn't. But GDA said if we can get other superpowers to say Israel, because Russia is more willing to listen to Israel. Turkey. So we have mediate between the fight. Because this year said France and Germany and US and Russia because some people are already choosing sides on the battlefield. So those who are away, Xi Jinping, unfortunately, Xi Jinping, China president, right now said he will not engage, he will not talk, he will just on the way in or enjoy from both sides. But it's unfortunate. But the fight in the diplomatically, we should solve the situation, the concerns of Russia and Ukraine and the address here. And that is what will, and that's why I believe will happen eventually in the next few weeks. NCCA, but it takes some time. Great.
It was say Monday. We believe. About Monday, the temperature and how things are looking at as far as the world stage air concerned. My name has been Kwekwan, and until same time Monday we come your way. This has been the Seed Show. Stay out of trouble. Near how Ghana, ABCA, you better turn your way, man your ma or my Ghana. Yes, you who in the midst of all of this and you be breaky your way out near to me and survive it. Even at the beck and call of said the city is really crumbling. We still have to survive as humans and as a nation. I am Kwekwanan. Until same time, Monday we come your way. Gauge you say Saturday program. Monday and program. Say next program it will be repeated on Sunday or maybe Saturday. Time will be 3 p.m. It will be re-telecast the way to me actually the way we said the new man is ebeko amo. Your mom pies countries ebetom wase and then there will be an immediate. I am Kwekwanan. Bye for now.